Hello everyone. I was about to start the greetings when we haven't even shown thy face. I mean, my face. Well, you know what I mean. Let's go ahead and switch on over. Ooh, hold on a sec. I'm monitoring here. We may or may not crash. Why is it behaving like this? You know what? I might have to take matters into my own hands here if it keeps on doing this. What the heck is that? It's weird because again, I made sure, like, again, nothing should have been updated, so it should be spiking this time. Though then again, no, I don't want to accidentally trigger it. Watch I switch over to, what is it? Well, let's see what happens, hold on. We'll see. It's jumping up a little. It shouldn't though, because we're already on the given page. Oh, we're jumping. And it's going down, and then going up. A moment, folks, as I monitor and make sure this thing doesn't go beyond the necessary capacity. Though you never know, at any given moment, it might just decide to crash. Oh, we might crash. Brace for impact. Or not. Oh, this is so annoying. Okay, it went down. Should I be content? I don't know yet. Regardless though, let's get the introductions out of the way. Good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, or whichever dude does apply to you. Your host, Lord Valthorox, here, back with yet another stream pending, as it doesn't, you know, crash and burn, right? You know what? I actually thought... Hold on, let's see if we can... I thought about something, but let's see if we can make it a reality. I wonder... if removing stuff will actually work. Let's see. I wonder if I can remove this. It doesn't do much, but maybe. Hold on. Yes. Okay. I wonder if that actually helped, or maybe it didn't. You never know. The way we'll have to see. We'll wait and see. So there's probably a lot of stuff that I could do without. We'll leave this here for now. Actually, no, we don't need this. Okay, so let's go ahead and just continue, right? Let's go ahead and just jump over and switch over sound. Okay, we should be good. Everything should be operational. Everything should be up and running. Okay. So, hold on a sec. Okay, we should be good to go. Sorry about that. Okay, now me monitoring, making sure things are running 100%. Okay. So yeah, let's go ahead and continue. So one thing I should mention right like right off the bat, right? So again, I wish I could bring up the other accounts on screen so that way I could show, but unfortunately I can't. Because if I do prop up something else, will definitely more than likely probably crash. But long story short, again, the other account, like technically I guess the third in command if you want to label it as that, because this one's technically the fourth in command if we would go by which one came out first and all that. But it's technically the third account. No, we just call it the third account because this one's the fourth and then the fifth, right? Basically, the third account already wrapped up this lost belt. Oh yes, and same goes with the fifth account, the new one, the one that managed to pull Lady Avalon. So yeah, they're well on their way. And the reason why this account is still here, well, it should be obvious because again, this is the one that we're using to stream. Although if I'm being fair and honest, you could make the other account, you know, the newest one, the account to stream with, and this one can just carry on on its own merry way. But that's only after we complete Atlantis Lost Belt. I mean, after we get to the Atlantis Lost Belt. Once we get there, actually no, it might have to continue just a little bit. I just have to make sure they synchronize well. That way the story doesn't get thrown off. Because technically I already had them do a couple of fights over there too, so that's on me. Let's see. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to use some apples here because we're far from leveling up. Yeah, we're not gonna have enough AP. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's see, section 3. I'm not even sure what we're in for. All that aside. All that aside. Where's this god? I can sense something nearby, but I don't see them anywhere. I've actually worked up a sweat from walking around so much, I think I'll take a little break here. Aha! This rock should make a fine rest. There we go. Ah! What in the world was that? It sounded like a pig squealing for its life. I can't take it anymore. A beautiful voice, beautiful body coming in direct contact with me. I mean, never mind that. Testing. How dare you humans, mans, bow! Wait, what? Bow your heads before me. You are in the presence of a god, odd. Leave here at once if you value your lives. Do that and I promise your family will live in health and your business will prosper. Wait, hold on, let me check something over here. What the heck? Okay, this is interesting. I'm almost tempted to bring up another BlueStacks just to test this theory out, because for whatever reason, BlueStacks is only using only that amount. I'm so tempted, but at the same time, no. Now, never mind, it returned to normal. Kind of. I don't know, it's hard to make sense of this. Again, the only way to test it out to see is if I can bring up another one. And if stream crashes, well, actually no, let's not do that, right? We'll do that near the end. Hopefully, though, I can, you know, save things before they actually crash. But we'll see, though. Because according to this, yeah, it's weird how it's registering like this. Well, you know what? Whatever. We'll continue on. Double checking on the YouTube side of things, 'cause you never know. What the? Did the rock just talk? Oh. Alright, kill it with fire. What was that? What a cheeky little animal you are, daring to challenge a god. Yes, I can understand. You. Know why? 'Cause I'm a god. Very well then, if it's a fight you want, it's a fight you shall have. Have. Now leave all your money behind as an offering. Ing. Oh no, you should be making a boast like that. Wanna throw down, you better be ready to toss on tackle. Right, I need to take a peek. Oh, I said section 3, right? Sight beyond sight. I see. Okay, I see. Wait, no, this is the wrong one. I think... Okay, so we gotta end the first HP bar. I see. In which case... Should I just go for the standard? I mean, I could. Alright, I'm using this setup here. Let's see. I'll copy it onto this, what is it, party 3? Because I know I'm not using it. I just don't want to disrupt this one because I kind of use it as the emergency QP one. No, edit party, copy. Yeah, we're not really using that one, so it's fine. And now we make the modifications necessary that we need here. Might be on site. I just realized, well, I mean, we'll keep the writer as is. Yes, this account managed to acquire, for those of you who didn't know, right? This account managed to acquire Skatsuha Scotty, but as you can see, we're lackluster in this department because of, yes, you guessed it, QP. And I want to see skill materials as well. This should suffice, I want to say. You know what? I'm not even sure why I opted to change it here. Oh no, I think I know why. I want to... Let's see. I don't think this account has, what is it, C-Star. Okay, there are some that give C-Star usage. You know what? We'll probably equip that one, just because not. Why not? We live for the C-Stars. I suppose I could get something to Oberon, but they still have to do. No, what is it? The first battle should be fine. Ow, 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 ow. Ooh. I'm hoping at least today we can make it to at least section 10, because I think this whole the Indian Lost World is what, 20 sections long, and when I blitzed to that thing again. Story really does make it lengthier. You know, it really is. I probably should have gone with the Immortal team too, but it's fine. You know what? We just need to wear down the first HP bar. You know, I hate to pick on the defenseless deity, but you did ask for a fight. We're gonna go headstrong right from the get-go. You don't die in the first turn? Well, that's fine. But the only ones effective against, what is it? They're a ruler, right? No, I think they're a moon cancer? Yeah, moon cancer. Which means their only weakness is rulers. Holy. I forgot this Morgan is level 102. So they'll decently carry the team. But they could stand to be a little stronger. I should definitely check in to see if we can get more XP cards to this Morgan. Worship me, praise me, spoil me, run to the convenience store and get me more ice cream so I can concentrate on grinding. Hey, Karna, this divine aura, it can't be what I think it is, can it? Don't move, Rama. This won't take long. Huh? What? Wow! Hey, watch it. Do you have any idea what a close shave that was? Your spearhead was just a few centimeters away from making a yucky shish kebab out of my flab. Karna? What are you doing here? I was just about to ask you that. What are you doing here? And Val's just awestruck. for the next section, I want to say maybe I should bring over, what is it? Hold on, let me check. Let me take a peek, right? Sight beyond sight. I'll probably will go the more steady route, just so they don't get wiped out. It's not that I don't believe that Morgan with the Buster team, they can't eliminate them. But there's a good chance we'll get curb stomped if I'm not careful either. Oh no, why are we lagging? I may have to close it, we'll see in a sec. Yeah, we probably will. Give me a second. Let's see. Don't know why it's doing that. Let's see. There we go. Back up and running again. Well, more so or less. It should have concluded the story portion, so we'll be entering to the next section. Hopefully. I am a determined fellow. Here's the thing though, like I'm looking at the notifications for the stuff. It doesn't make it clear if what I'm looking for. Oh nice. If we're gonna start the next event come tonight's maintenance or when something else is gonna occur. Okay. For this situation, what should I do? I'm thinking. So here's the thing. If you want to make this battle go more faster, I'd say we need damage. So I will borrow. Well, I say that, but the Morgans aren't even set up. I mean, this Morgan's set to fire right from the get-go. But they're lacking their damage CE too. I suppose I could bring Merlin. No. Let's see if we can finish this off right from the get-go. They're a single enemy, so just as easily I could bring in Melusine too. I don't see why not. Yeah, let's do that. We'll bring in Melusine. Melusine, we're bringing you to this fight. You will help us best, Jinako. Is this the team I want to bring? Okay, this is the team. Minus the fact that we had to switch around over here. Alright then, let's switch around. I like the Melusine sitting right there too. We'll have Morgan in the background just in case. But over here, we're definitely going to bring on a long waiver. Should I grant him that? Okay, you know what? We'll do this. Remove this C right here. That way we can bring a more stronger C here for Merlin. How about some... Oh, C start gain each turn. You know what? It's not a... Oh, well, that sucks. We could probably mitigate it. We just have to bring in a 4-star C right here. NP gain. I have something I could give right here that's 4-star related. Certainly I do. The Sakura C. Let's see. Could have sworn this account had one limit. Okay. No, I guess that's not the case yet. Test. No, it's still the same. Yeah, we can let it sit like here. Like this for a while. Oh, another one. I have to make sure to go out of my way to check the C's that I'm not burning them, but actually now that I think about it, since they're all here, that means we've done a good job to take care of the C's, not actually burn anything. Fine, then That one can stay on. Yeah, we'll keep this. We just need to burn down Jinaka quickly. And then just buff cleanse if we need to. Come on, Ruler Scene, I'm counting on you. And she's not even here yet. Ruler Scene. Melushin. Melly. Karna, what are you doing here? I was just about to ask you that. What are you doing here? You two know each other? Did I just say something? What a strange feeling. I have no idea why I said. I was just about to ask you that. Or what it was I wanted to say afterwards. This is all very unclear, even to me. I've never met this woman before, and yet, it's strange. I don't know how to describe this feeling. It felt as though I've just met the light of my life. Huh? And like, I've just encountered my big sister. And like, I've just encountered my life coach. And like, I've just encountered someone who needs to be cared for and tended to. All at once. I'm afraid I don't know how else to put it. So that's what's going on. I guess that makes sense, since Karna's not a god. So he just vaguely remembers his former masters from other worlds. Oh well, can't help that now. Besides, nobody has to know as long as I keep my mouth shut. Don't keep your mouth shut! So you feel like we're friends even though we never met before, What do you know, that's more or less how I feel too. I get the feeling a lot of stuff's happened, but I can't seem to remember any of it clearly. Hey, doesn't this remind you of one of those RPGs where the protagonist got amnesia and a tortured past? I wonder when we'll get to the cutscene where I awaken to my hidden power. Not that waking up is really all that high on my to-do list, really. Personally, I prefer to hang out in the starter village and wait for someone else to defeat the final boss. I see you're a very unique person. Wait, there is one thing I know for sure. You're human, but then how are you cloaked in that divine aura? Oh, that? Sorry, Karna, but you've got it all wrong. I guess not even your vaunted sight managed to see all the way to the truth of the matter this time. Me, human? Perish the thought. I'll have you know I'm one of the best known and most popular gods in the whole world. Just call me Ganesha. Hey, which one of you just called me an Indian mythology sideshow act? Look, I can understand why you'd do a double take at a gal with an elephant for a head, but my fame and divinity are the real deal. So show me the respect I deserve, damn it. Of course I respect Ganesha, and I can more or less tell that your divine aura is genuine. But then, there's this other aura that couldn't be further from the divine. Yes, that's exactly it, Rama. I'm impressed. It only took you a moment to see through that being's true nature. Hey, you gotta be that impressed. You don't gotta be that impressed. From what you have said, the young lady appears to be a pseudo-serpent with the divine spirit of Ganesha as her core. Ganesha is known for many things, including wisdom, wealth, prosperity, fortune, business, and the removal of obstacles. Truly fascinating. Chaldea had its fair share of divine spirits of all kinds, but this one looks to be much more like its vessel than the spirit inhabiting it. Think Zhugliang, only with divine spirit instead of a heroic one. I've definitely heard the name Ganesha before, and I think I at least know the essentials about him. His elephant head is probably his most famous aspect. He's also said to be the son of Shiva's wife, Parvati. It's too bad Parvati's not here with us. Then you could have had a nice mother-child reunion. She's around too? Oh, not right now. I was just speaking hypothetically. Do you not wish to see her? Well, it's not like I'd mind or anything. I just really don't care for the way she always blurts out whatever she's thinking. While I'm at it, would it have killed her to give birth to me in a more normal way? As for my old Papan, well, He's the guy who cut off my head and figured everything would be fine if he just stuck an elephant in its place. So I'm not sure I'd really know what to say if I ran into him now. Basically, even I, Ganesh, might start freaking out a bit if both my parents were here. Though I do still respect them, I think. I see. That sounds complicated.
Oh, I've had just about enough of this. Well done on finding a divine spirit servant, but you didn't come all this way to waste time on meaningless drivel.
Who's this stout old guy?
You were about to say fat, weren't you?
Well, I'm a god, so I figured I'd show some mercy and not diss you at our first meeting.
Is that so? Well, how bloody kind of you. Frankly, you're the last one here who should be commenting on my physique.
Does this mean you now have a friend with whom you can discuss fitness? This may be cause for celebration. What are you talking about? I don't want to celebrate anything like that. At any rate, the man is something like the supervisor of my current master, Taro.
Damn right I am. I'm not just a noble with a bit of extra girth. I'm the leader of this entire operation. You're the rogue servant, are you not? Then be a good lass and help us out.
What? You want to make me work? Hard pass. Ninja vanish. Ah, she went back inside that statue. We need all the help we can get to keep the nearby village safe. Especially now that we just lost one of our most capable allies. It sounds like you guys have it rough. But sorry, I can't help. If you need someone to help you fight, you'd better try some other god. Honestly, I don't want to fight, even a little bit. I'm just gonna hang out in here and keep enjoying my sweet, shut-in life. It's actually way more comfortable in here than it looks. It's got cushioning, out of the wazoo, and of course it's fully air-conditioned. I can even manifest handheld game consoles in here, thanks to my mysterious godly powers of wealth. There's nothing like a good roguelike for killing time. I could play those for hours on end. She is stubborn. I know from experience how hard it can be to get her to act. At least I think I do. Master, would you happen to know if there are any stores around here that sell Swiss rolls? Why Swiss rolls? I was speaking figuratively. I only meant that I have some idea of how to handle her. You've got a way to convince her to help us. Go for it. Understood. And I will drag her out of there by force. It's not the most diplomatic solution, but for some reason I get the sense that we would actually be doing her a favor. Indeed, this is how we usually handle gods who refuse to listen to reason. No way! My butt shall not leave these cushions. I'm warning you, anyone who tries to mess with my shut-in lifestyle is for a seriously bad day. It's still hard for me to believe she's a god when she says things like that, but we can't afford to back down now. I'll help Karna try to get her outside as peacefully as possible. Haha, you fools! Our earlier battle was just a demo. Now witness Ganesha's full power! Oh yeah? Well, the earlier battle was just me memeing on you with a Buster team. Get ready to be pummeled by Melushin. And like, I'll admit, it's not the best outwitted team that I could set up, but hey, I'll make do with it. Plus, it's still I'll make it work somehow. Oh. Ooh, not my best of choices. Yeah, I just realized it right now and I'm dumb. Maybe we can still make it work. I don't think they're gonna best us right from the get-go. At least I don't think so. This should do. Honestly, I wish I would have tagged in Merlin first. But now we gotta make do with what we got. I know Melusine won't destroy them, but she'll at least come pretty close, I wanna say. As long as I don't hit the last one. The last one will only be triggered as a... Ooh. I don't like their MP either. It's annoying. Let's see. We'll do a test run, I want to say. Then if we have to, we will Wheel of Destiny it. Oh no, wait. Damn it, I messed up. Okay. Yeah, I messed up because I should have used it in the last turn, the Buster formation right here. And I would use the Melusine one, but it could still work. I just have to be extra careful. This should work in theory. It's the third turn. Not me trying to play strategically right here, like the game was semi-meant to be. Earlier game, we could just, you know, fumble things and we'd be fine. Now, we gotta make sure we're on point with things. Especially with the last battles, the boss battles. Nice. Yeah, I don't like that skill. I mean the Noble Phantasm in general. Okay. That's some knockdowns to my support. See. I mean, I know they have the invincibility right now. Need to charge up Castoria. I might just decide to... We'll hold off on the buff right now. We may use the cooldown reduction if we need to. Yeah, it sucks. I mean, if we transform, we can pierce that. But we don't want to. I mean, at this point, we probably could. I mean, maybe should? If I do that, though... No, it's the only normal phantasm that lets me counter. I'll start right now. With this, let's go ahead and get started. As long as they have that, I think... It's just that I'm warp reading the current turns right now. Come on, Melusine. Spare them a new one. Ooh, that's not a lot of damage. Okay, our defenses went down. Okay. I think we can pull this off. Hold on, let's see. Just as a safety precaution? Yeah, of course we will. I'm observing right here and it looks like... I mean, that'll be up with a cooldown reduction if we really need it. I wish I had more stars, but we gotta work with what we got. Come on, Mosine, full buster. And you should still have the Merlin buff. Yeah, I made the wisest choice. Although the damage cut might hinder us just a little bit. Okay. Nice. Good job, Melly. I knew I could count on you. Ah. Strategize on battles. No, my paradise suit! Well done. It's good for your health to get outside and exercise now and then. Why do you have to be so boring and right all the time, Karna? Who do you think you are, my dad? My mom? How strange. I'm certain I have no connection to Ganesha, yet I find myself inexorably compelled to help you. Was I a fan of Ganesha back when I was alive?
So we won! We won, right? Then since we now hold your life in our hands, you're going to cooperate with us, whether you like it or not. This freaking guy again.
You know, the way you just expect I'm gonna go along with whatever you say reminds me of a teacher I had back in middle school. Really hated that guy. Maybe your fat ass needs a bit of advice, divine retribution for abusing your authority. Listen, I just want to talk. Will you hear what we have to say? Well, I do feel a kind of kinship with you, seeing as you look to be the only other plain Jane here. So I guess I can at least hear you out. Especially since it doesn't look like Karna's gonna give up anytime soon. Besides, if I'm being honest, I still don't fully get what's going on around here anyway. So what is it you want to talk about? The world's been bleached clean? Trees of emptiness and lost belts? I see. Alright, I get the gist. Sounds like things are even rougher for you guys than I thought. Although... you... You're actually the most important part of your operation. What gives? I thought you were a fellow plain Jane turncoat. Yes, she is. Senpai may only be ranked as a standard class master, but her accomplishments easily meet or exceed those of an A-ranked mage. I would be happy to elaborate, but I'm afraid that to do so adequately would require me to write at least 500-page report. And it would unfortunately be a little too difficult to do that now. You don't seem like you can tell a joke with a straight face. You're serious, aren't you? Yikes! You're the vessel for a divine spirit now. Doesn't that mean you're also anything but ordinary? Oh, come on, Karna. You could at least pretend to back me up here. On second thought, never mind. You just say something like, she was never ordinary. Her unusual weight and waistline clearly set her apart. And the worst part is, you wouldn't even be saying it to be mean. How did you know? Perhaps you truly were worthy to be chosen by Ganesha. No, wait. Something tells me that can't possibly be the case. All that aside, I do have to wonder, why were you summoned to this lost spell? Why was I summoned? Believe me, I've been asking myself the same question. I think it was kind of a you have been chosen deal. Like, the Ganesha inside me showed up and said something like, save the world, hero of the digital realm. If diversity... What? If diversity is proper human history's greatest strength, then even someone like you can do this. Now is the time for you to spread your wings, and since this is a request from my mother, not doing so is not an option. Be warned, if you fail to save the world, you will never return to the way you were. So yeah, Ganesha seems to be a pretty nice god. He's definitely an Indian one at heart. Oh, and don't bother asking me about my class. I'm not quite sure what it is either. I think that might be because Ganesha found me through some sort of devilish intermediary or something. Yeah, I don't know what to make of this extra class either. But we can worry about that later. At any rate, it seems pretty clear that the counterforce summoned her here automatically. So it seems like a safe bet that she'll end up joining our side. But why did Ganesha choose me of all people? I'm just an unemployed shut-in with excess pudding. Padding. I said pudding, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If it were up to me, I'd be demanding an explanation from him and requesting he choose someone else immediately. Of course, I guess that's kinda moot now that I'm Ganesha. I think it comes down to compatibility. You may be an ordinary person, but you are an ordinary person with some exceptional qualities. I may not remember why I know that, but I do know that for certain. There you go, saying things like that, with a straight face again. Oh. That goes for you too, Taro. I'm not good with words, so I can't explain it well. But you have many exceptional qualities. You may not be a great warrior or a powerful mage, but you are a great master. Come on, you're gonna make me blush. Anywho, even if I don't like it, I figured now that I'm here, there must be something I'm meant to do. So I took a look around and happened upon that town, but it couldn't have been more idyllic. We're talking, this is what the world peace looks like, peaceful. Even a shut-in like me couldn't help but admire the fields of flowers, find this world beautiful. So I figured there was nothing for me to do after all, and Ganesha must have messed up and sent me to the right place at the wrong time or something. So I came back here and I've been enjoying my lazy, neat life ever since. The end? Well, if you got a problem with that, then bring it on. Tell me, how long ago were you summoned? When did you pay the town a visit? I'd say about 5 days ago, and on both accounts. Okay, so according to what Asha told us, that would be back during the first Yaga, Kurta Yuga. Were the buildings broken back then? No, it was a perfectly neat little town, not so much as a brick out of place. The destruction we saw must have all happened over the last 5 days, thanks to the Kali. That was incredibly careless of you, Ganesha. If you had only stayed there, you would have had You would have had every chance to fulfill your divine duties and save the townspeople. Hey, what do you expect? There wasn't a single thing wrong with the place back then. What's done is done. There's no point in dwelling on the past. Right now, we need to worry about tomorrow. We just lost a friend of ours a short while ago. I miss her terribly, but I'll never forget how determined she was to keep fighting. So I feel like we need to carry on in her stead and keep moving on. Which is why we need your help. Would you please join us, Ganesha? I didn't even think gods were real before. Now I am one. It's still hard to believe this is happening. Part of me is convinced it's all just a big mistake. But it does look like I've got a quest to save the world now. If there's a branch where a town gets attacked open now, I guess I can't just sit back and watch. Fine, I'll go with you, alright? Just don't expect too much help in battle.
You could have saved us all that time if you just agreed to help us from the beginning.
Thank you, Ganesha. I'm so glad you'll be helping us. Okay, guys, it's going to be dark soon, and we don't want to be out and about in an unfamiliar land at night. So I said we go back to the cave and make camp there until morning. We'll head out again at the first sign of daybreak. Make sure you've all get plenty of rest. Very well, Da Vinci-chan. As expected. Yeah. A little relegating story, right? Back when I first tackled this with my main account and side account, I got curb stomped by Garjuna, but that's because I was stubborn and decided to use the Buster team to take him on. I got curb stomped by using the Buster team. Actually, no, now that I think about it, the Buster team wasn't out back then. Yeah, I think I'm trying to remember. I forget who I was using then, but I know I got curb stomped. Let's see, section 4. Sight beyond sight. I think for situations like this, I might just go with the regular team. The Buster team, indeed. I'm just looking for anyone's, let's see. Charlotte. Oh, you managed to get them to MP2. Well, you need to work on the levels too. I mean, on the skills too. Matthew will go ahead with you for right now. And yeah, this is fine. We'll use the bus team setup for right now. And if we need to switch up to the other teams, we will. Section 4. Lost Belt. Kali Yuga, the Demon of the End. Oh, what? Really? It's already that bad already? We're entering the final stages, huh? Okay. This is ridiculous. Even I can tell something's off about me. Thinking back on it, I haven't been my usual spiteful self ever since Qi Xinhuang captured me. If I had just planted a bomb or three when I snuck onto the Shadow Border and blown everyone to Kingdom Come, I could have spent the rest of my time on a leisurely tour of the Lost Belts. I swear, what was I thinking? No, I shouldn't dwell on it. No capable woman wouldn't let what she did or didn't do in the past stop her in the present. I'm just going to focus on business here. Once I get in my groove, I'll get my old spite back in no time flat. I'll just check in on the treatment of this growth now, and then... wait, what? Growth now and then, and devote most of my time to seeing what sorts of wonderful creatures I can find in this boring old world. You can find the Kali Yugas here. Still, Kali, huh? This works out nicely for me. They're just the sort of thing that makes abandoning the Lost Belt worthwhile. China's regime was so ridiculously strict and thorough about getting rid of anything it didn't like that there was nothing left for me to have fun with. But here I can get back to my roots and really mess with everything humans love. Paldea just adores that sort of thing. This world is very hospitable to human life, but also extremely strict. Hello there, diff_her. Thank you for the follow and welcome to the stream. Don't mind me, I'm currently doing what you would call a read-along / completing the singularities. Well, correction, sorry, the Lost Belts. But regardless though, welcome to the stream. I also do what you would call narration / voiceovers with voice acting. Adding a little bit of tone and life to the characters, so to speak. Among many other things, of course, to the best of my abilities that I can add to offer, right? Hey, what the heck is this? Hold on, I just saw something right here. Ah, okay. Oh, thank you. Wait, I was gonna say, not to put you on the spot, of course. But you know what? No, I just saw the little message on the side right there. But thank you for the follow. Thank you. Alright then. We'll continue forward over here then. Let's see. This world is very hospitable to human life, and also extremely strict about virtue and goodness. If a human strays from the path even once, their god's law won't even let them reincarnate it anymore. That's what I love about boring single-minded gods. They're as cruel and merciless as they come. Still, I don't much care for this world's god, or that shitty monk and his creepy-ass grin. So I think I can spare some time to mess with them, while I take care of business. Maybe I'll take one of those blissfully ignorant humans and wrench the smile from their face just a tiny bit. Might I bet that's exactly what some people actually want. And walking the line between supply and demand is an important service in its own right. Dang Koyon, being evil as ever. So you're always on the lookout for this Sita person, huh? Yes, I am. If you happen to see her anywhere, please let me know right away. You don't know what she looks like. No, not a problem. If you ever see the greatest woman in the world, one so beautiful and graceful with inner strength that could move mountains, and think she She would be perfect as my wife. You'll know you found Sita. I see. I still like the whole hot shudder king thing you got going on, but knowing you already got a candidate makes it a lot harder to fantasize about you. I'm sure some people wouldn't let it hold them back, but somehow I'm not really into that. Oh well, I guess I'll just have to keep my fantasies to a minimum and enjoy gazing on some hot Rama flesh in real life. I am not sure what you're talking about. Some kind of protective spell? In that case, I will gladly accept it. On a different subject, you guys are outside now, right? What's it look like? Something has seemed off to me since this morning. No, not just off, it's outright strange. Pretty sure there was a lot more flowers around here. That's true. The change in the environment is even more drastic than I was expecting. The ground is dry and barren. The wind is much stronger and foul-smelling. Plants are all dead or dying. Everything's so different from yesterday. Maybe this area rains really easily, so all the sunlight it got yesterday dried it up? I didn't think it was that bright out. Well, who can say with a strange land like this? And then there's the weather. It's not sunny or cloudy or rainy. If anything, it's a kind of a sandy. Whatever the cause, this area is clearly much arid than it was yesterday. The ground is so dry it's begun to crack, exposing minerals and ore underground. That much environmental change in a single day, huh? There's gotta be something particular to this lost world that's responsible for this. We'll just have to ask Asha or someone when we get the chance. Still looking around here, does it make anyone else feel uncomfortable, or is it just me? It's like I can't sense much in the way of life now. Compared to yesterday, it feels like everything's cold and inhospitable, if not outright hostile. Agreed. The air is even drier today. It feels as though there is something else in this world now. Something besides the mysterious presence that has been holding us back since we first came here. It may not be likely to harm us outright, but it could still interfere with our ability to fight. I recommend you keep that in mind, Master. What do you mean? I mean that there's a difference between fighting in the blessed paradise and fighting in the cursed place of death. Though of course a true warrior remains strong regardless of their environment. I see. Thanks. I'll be careful. Seems we now have a good chance to put that to the test. It's a pack of wild beasts. We can't have them following us to the town. Let's take care of them now. It may be colder and dry today, but that also means we won't have to worry about our footing, since there isn't any more mud. Mosh, always look out on the bright side. Cure light. Heading now. Oh, Mosh. Mosh, ever adorable, ever the... What's the word I would use to describe them? Like an oasis in the desert. Ow. What? Oh, never mind. Sorry, distracted about something else over here. Oh wow, to think that Firefox is even greater than OBS right now. Seriously, bro. Alright then, Morgan. Let's do away with them. I mean, she doesn't enough damage, I want to say, but her having her face cards is definitely a security blanket for sure. Especially against unexpected enemies. Same goes with the guts.
よく言いました。そう、いいでしょう。私の足元で許し
There is one thing I will say though. Actually, no. Now that I think about it, the newest account really made it through with the fact that they didn't even have Oberon to support them. Not that I really feel like you need Oberon to beat the bosses though, but it would help. Again, this account and the other account that's ahead of it technically have that advantage in having Oberon, yes. But that's if we can 3-turn things as well. Otherwise, we have to have, what is it? Style-like, not what, 3-turn teams? Because again, not everything can be 3-turned, especially with the fact that, again, having to break HP bars, and if you don't break it in the first turn, then you're kind of screwed. Next one. Let me take a peek. I doubt we need to change teams, so yeah, let's just keep the ball rolling. Let's keep the ball rolling. Let's see. Pen? I beat FGO 725-2024. Does that mean you beat the latest chapter? Is that what that means? I guess a little heavier today than I was yesterday, though it might just be that I ate too much breakfast. Something wrong? No, I was just thinking how strange it is to be fighting alongside you. Or rather, Ganesha. You mean in a bad way? Not at all. I feel oddly elevated. I'm very proud, no, happy for you. Gotcha! Though it's also oddly painful that I don't know why I feel that way. Part of me is compelled to talk to you, and part of me is compelled to stay away. I'm certain I know you somehow. For some reason, I can't remember anything specific. Is something wrong? No, nothing's wrong. I was just thinking the same thing. I know, Ganesha, there are rules and etiquette about that sort of thing. Even if it was all a big mistake, I'm still a divine vessel now. I'm not gonna try to weasel out of this. Besides, that would just make things harder for Karna. Yeah, Okay, really, I wish I could tell him the truth, but I won't. Besides, I feel pretty lucky just getting to fight on the same team as him. Oh, by the way, since I was sent here to save the world, let me just make sure we got this straight. You said we basically got 3 enemies to deal with in this Lost Spell, right? One of them is the Tree of Emptiness. If we cut it down, the whole Lost Spell goes away. Another is the King, sort of the being at the center of this Lost Spell. They keep the Tree of Emptiness safe, probably. And last is the Cryptor, a master who wants the Lost Spell to grow bigger instead of go away. There's also the Foreign God's disciples, but otherwise, yeah. So the most important thing is the Tree of Emptiness then. That's it. That's it. Way off in the distance there, right? Basically, we just gotta cut it down and we're done, right? So why are we heading there now? Every Lost Spell King we faced so far has been incredibly powerful. And if we get too close to the Tree of Emptiness, I'm sure we'll run into the one here too. We may be able to see the Tree of Emptiness here, but it's far too dangerous to approach it now. We need to at least gather more information first. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. What do you make of that giant floating cube over there? A local we talked to called the god Sky Boulder. Oh, that? I was wondering what its deal was too, but I got absolutely nothing. I don't have a better word for it than mysterious. It just feels like something impossibly out of my reach. Kind of like unlocking an analysis skill of my skill tree. It's not just that boulder. We still know next to nothing about this entire world. Yeah, it's definitely not her fault, but I don't feel great about having Asha be our sole source of information either. We still need to talk to all sorts of people to find out anything we can on the King, the Tree of Emptiness, and God Sky Boulder. That's another reason why it's worth taking the time to defend that town. Makes sense, Gordy.
Why are you looking at me? I didn't say a word, but if you're going to do this, then make sure you do it well. There will be no secret hero nonsense on my watch. I want you to put these people so far in your debt, they'll be begging you to let them help.
Oh, it's not like you to be so forthcoming, Gordy. It's a good look for. Huh? These readings. Hey, you guys should be. Hey, you guys should be in viewing distance of the town right now. Can you see anything? We can. Something's not right here, Master. I can see smoke coming from that direction. The attack must have already begun. Come on, let's hurry. Karna. Oh no. This is terrible. No way. This place was so nice just a few days ago. How did this happen? The first wave must have already gotten here. I thought we had already gotten here as soon as we could, but it seems I was careless yet again. Huh? You guys came back, huh? I'm glad you two are both okay. Yeah, we are, although... Damn, Ulu. Today's Kali Yugo, we're not done by a long shot. Yeah, there's gonna be even more Kali today. So many you'd jump out of your skin in surprise, and today they could show up anytime. Remember you said there were more Kali during the Kali Yuga, but this is far more than I expected. They're clearly going to keep destroying more and more. What? Oh, sorry, hold on. They're clearly going to keep destroying more of the town. How are you going to survive their attack? I know. Our house was destroyed too, but we gotta do something. Maybe we'll ask someone to let us stay in their house, or hide in the rubble, or just run away. We'll just have to keep praying and do the best we can.
You again? What are you doing here?
Mayor, we saw that your town has already suffered significant damage. Couldn't you and the other townspeople work together and let us help you fight off the Kali?
Don't be ridiculous. How many times do I have to tell you? This is our God's will. It's a trial he set before us. There is no need for us to fight. As long as we pray with sincerity, the sacred beast will save us. Having blasphemers with no intention of praying like you lot around will leave a stain on this entire town. You can't be here. You shouldn't be here. And we don't want you here. Now go away and leave us alone.
Which God are you talking about?
What do you mean, which God? God is God. There's only been one God ever since he made this world during the first Yuga, long ago.
There it is again. He believes what he says with absolute conviction. At first I thought this town was just happened to be practice monotheism. But does this mean there really is only a single God in this world? Could they be this lost belts?
They're back! I'll just have to forget about the heretics for now. Oh God, I pray to you now with great sincerity. I fulfill my duties as this town's mayor. Please lend me your protection.
Some mayor you turned out to be. Oh, Auntie! Asha, Ajay, I finally managed to convince my husband to let you in. Come on, you can pray in our house this time.
Thanks. Come on, Asha.
Wait, I have to carry Bihan. Please be careful, Asha. Just make sure you're well hidden. I'm sorry your house was destroyed, but I can at least help you rebuild it when this is over. In fact, I can even have the animals in the nearby woods come and help with but a single call to action. Thanks, but that's okay. This Yuga's almost about to cycle over. You guys all be careful too. Things are worse than I thought. This looks like one of those post-nuclear apocalypse RPGs or something. It's even worse because I know what it was supposed to look like. Unfortunately, we don't fight back now. Destruction will only get worse. Look, they're here. So those are the Kali. Yep, they definitely look like Indian demons. Not that I have any idea what Indian demons look like.
Are you sure you're an Indian god?
There are even more of them now than there were yesterday. I'm counting on you, child of Parvati. Whoa, don't do that. Fighting off wild beasts is one thing, but I have zero confidence when it comes to fighting actual demons. When you get right down to it, I'm just a shut-in who's never had a job in her life. There's no way I can live up to expectations like that. It may have been brief, but I did fight you myself. I have a fair idea of what you're capable of. Your power is perfectly adequate. You should be more than capable of fighting alongside us. Rama and I will both be trusting you to watch our backs. Well, technically, I guess I am Ganesha now. And I know Old Elephant Head's gonna be upset with me if I don't show off his godly side at least a little bit. So okay, fine. I obviously don't have a choice, so I'll do it already. If any baddies think they can get past this wall of divine protected flab, they're welcome to try. I'm glad you're willing to help. Both the Ordinax hardware and software are working fine. For this fight, I'll be prioritizing long-term stability over explosive output. We're up against a lot of enemies, Master, but let's do our best to push them back. Gotcha, no worries, and I'll be sure to assist you, Mosh. I hope I picked the right team for this. It looks like it's only 2 waves of enemies. Or, I mean, just one battle with 6 enemies, but you know how they come out, one after the other. Interesting.
戦闘ですね。大好きです。打って打ちまくって差し上げますわ。あまり悩ませない。式をこうしてあげるもの。食べなさい。はち切れそうでしょ。そのように。いい羽。
Yeah, I wish this account managed to get their hands on, what is it? Lady Avalon, because if they did, they'd also be able to run the same team. But instead we got Scotty. Not to say that we can make, you know, use of Scotty as well. Probably could, it's just that I lack the knowledge of, what is it, using Quick's teams. Damn it, game crashed. Well, boot up again. Easy come, easy go, right? Castor Martha. Resume. Like I said, we'll probably continue up at least until... Hard to say. But I want to make sure I continue up until, like, you know, the appointed time, that way... Ooh. Whoa.
そういいでしょう。私の足元で許しを乞いなさい。落ちよ、ロードレスキャメロット。次の戦場に案内してください。まだまだ打ち足りません。
I shouldn't need support from my accounts right now, at least not yet. Yeah, I kind of wish I was on top of the Azulene events too, but I'm even lacking there in that area. Give me a moment to access an Azulene right now. It's like, how dare you? Like, while streaming for FGO, have you no shame? No! I mean, I do. My attention should be devoted to FGO, especially seeing as how, like... Well, yes and no. I'm hoping soon, like, I can... Like I said, we're almost caught up with, like, again, with FGO, like I said. Well, I say that technically we're gonna have the event next. If I can bolster and, you know, pretty much blitz right through the event, it should be good. Oh shit, I just realized. you just a moment. It's because I didn't think I'd be farming that hard, but I guess I was. Yeah, the girls are barely recovered. Anyways, though, continuing on. I already saw I had what I need for this battle. We're pretty much set. Same as before. Okay, I picked Pen. I picked Rongo? Oh, you're still working on it, Rongo. No worries. Zenki! Go with you next. Like I said, I'm not against using anyone's support. I just would, would hope that, like again, at least the Tama was a race. So I could use them. At least primarily I want to say the battery skill. Then the buster, but the stars aren't, as priority. Let's see. Should be good. Ugh, there's so many of them. This is exhausting. Can I take a break now? Woo, woo, woo. What's that? Why do I have all the excess energy stores? If I'm not going to use them? Okay, I'll hang in there a little longer. Now those creatures have shown up too. Things are about to get even busier for us. So the sacred beasts are now here as well. We'll just have to try and get them to focus on the collie as much as possible. If any of them come after us, we'll have no choice but to take them out. Right. Your next output is holding steady, even after prolonged operation. I can keep going no problem. Alright, here comes the next wave of enemies, Master. Alright then. We're already into Section 4, so we're not... It's not that bad yet. Yeah, I really need to start fixating on some of the things over here too. Would definitely help me out. Oh! For a second there, I saw this, I'm like, opportunity. But I can make do with the last wave as such. So, you know what, we'll just run it through. Things should work out according to plan. Nice. Hopefully I can do that in the next battle, because again, it looks like there's a fourth wave over there. Alright then. Now we'll implement this over here. I don't think we'll have the guts ready just yet. Yeah. It would have been the next turn. This is fine though. Ooh, hold on. Big one right in the middle. Let's see. We'll load up on the stars right here. In theory, Morgan should do enough damage, I want to say. They hit easily 100k, so that enemy may survive with some HP. Hopefully not, though. Yeah, they don't have the type advantage of the Bestials. Yeah, if we got the Buster card, it probably would have been over. It's okay. This works too. Nice. I'll take that. Okay, that's weird. I was wondering why it wasn't, working. Anyways, doesn't matter. Hold on. Sorry, distracted right there. So looking at this set, actually, it's 3 ways, but it could still end in disaster, though. Actually, no, it shouldn't. Now that I think about it, no. We should be fine. We can still manage with a buster team. That's the last of... No, they're still coming. Nobody told me this was gonna be a horn mode when you can't even grind out any XP. At least they're coming in wave, so we've been able to keep them at bay. But it does feel like we've been fighting them forever. Even how the townspeople aren't any less fearful now. I'm afraid I'm forced to come to an unfortunate conclusion. I suspect the collie attack is going to continue for the entire rest of the day. Just what I didn't want to hear. I do apologize. Much as I have a reputation for beating around the bush, nothing could be further from the truth. When certain truths need to be spoken, I have no compunctions about doing so right away, regardless of how unpleasant they may be to hear. No matter our task is to continue to fight until our enemies are vanquished. If that means we must fight on until dusk or dawn, then so be it. Though that's not to say you should keep fighting with us, Master. Please take some rest whenever you must. It would be bad for all of us if you were to collapse from exhaustion. Don't worry, I'm making sure to pace myself. Excellent posturing, Master. Very inspirational. That said, this battle has become a true war of attrition. As long as things continue like this, I think we'll be able to prevent any further casualties. Just so you know, Rama, that is exactly the sort of thing you absolutely do not say unless you want things to get suddenly much worse. There, I knew it. Ganesha can feel something coming. Oh boy. Could it be? The new agent of God I've been hearing rumors about. It's not the other Nez, it's a new servant we haven't seen before. Be careful, guys. The hell? I knew I sensed an unfamiliar divine aura around here, but I sure as hell wasn't expecting this. What is this bullshit? This is pissing me the hell off. What do you think you're doing here, Karna? Hello, Azvat Haman. You know each other? That's right. His name is Azvat Haman. I think that's how you pronounce it. I fought for the Kauravas alongside this brave warrior during the Kurukshetra War. He's the son of Drona, my mentor, under whom we both trained. He's both my friend and right now I'm your enemy, Karna. What do you mean? Did you just say he was your friend, Karna? I spoke the truth. But now he and I are both servants, bound to obey our master's orders. If our masters are at odds with one another, then of course that makes us enemies. Yeah, exactly. It's so damn obvious. It's maddening. I couldn't agree more, damn it. Is he always this angry? He looks like he's gonna be tough to communicate with as Karna, though for real different reasons. Bros and punks are the hardest kinds of people for shut-ins to deal with. That's just how he is. Though I do think he used to be a little more, composed. By the way, Azvat Haman, who is your master now? Ha! Just hearing you ask that pisses me off. You'll figure that out soon enough. We already ran into a master candidate here. Maybe he's Peppercino's servant too. I'm not too sure. Not so sure. Strictly speaking, we still have no evidence that the other Maneza we met is Peppercino's servant either. Never mind who his master is for now. We got more than enough to digest just by having a new servant to deal with. Well, since he's showing up now, there's not much question as to why he's here.
That also pisses me off. Of course, it's obvious. I can't let you lot run around doing whatever the hell you want. Now we gotta find another servant too? Oi, Karna! Don't you dare go easy on him just because you know him.
Do you really think I would? Sorry about that. I think Gordy just forgot who he was talking to. I'm getting bored just sitting around doing nothing, so I think I'll speak up too. I know Kana already told you who Ashvatthama is, but his perspective is colored by having known him in life. Since I only know of him from the Mahabharata, let me give you one more piece of objective information about Ashvatthama. Is depicted there. In the Mahabharata, he's said to be just as strong as Karna, if not stronger. So be careful. What? You mean this guy's actually on Karna's level? I won't deny that. I was never the strongest warrior, even back when I was studying under Drona. Then we should not even consider going easy on him. We'll need to keep our guard up at all times. Exactly, be extra careful when facing him, guys. Got it. This is clearly no time to be worried about conserving energy. Switching the Ordinax over to anti-servant combat mode. Armor shielded Mosh Kirillite preparing to engage in full-powered combat. Awaiting your orders, Master.
Oh, I'm mad as hell. Now that I am a servant, anger's the only thing I feel. My whole spirit origin is built on it. So even though I haven't fought you since we last crossed swords while training under my old man Karna, I feel no nostalgia, no joy. The only thing I have, the only thing I feel, the only thing I am now is rage.
Well, damn. Give me a second, folks. Pausing, muting here. Okay, and we're back. Right. While that's going on... Oh yeah, I forgot to set it up. You know what? Now it's better late than never, huh? Okay, so for this setup, same as before. We're just gonna Koi and Sky on them. Leo will go with yours this time around. Leo the Lion. Yeah, this is fine. I mean, I could put other C's if I really... Oh, right, I just realized, wait, I'm using the wrong team. I mean, technically, it is the right team. I should be using this team. I don't know why I was using the other team, because we're missing out on free C stars. Yeah, we'll use this. Let's go. I mean, I don't need to have, what's it called? Lady Scotty right there in the back. I could switch them out. Or more better C's and support servants. I mean, pretty much our support servants are right there, but it's again... But the teams that we have right now, again, Buster Oriented would work, so Merlin would be the better pick here. We could probably wipe them out. Yeah, we probably could. We'll reserve the Buster cards for the end if we really need them. Hopefully not, though. Ooh, things are about to get a little complicated here. I'm sure we can manage. We have to at least hit one of them hard, right? Oh, I just noticed. So we gotta hit this one first, and hopefully we can wipe out the other one next. Nice! You could probably defeat the other one. It's the boss that's got me a little worried. I mean, they won't do anything extravagant, but I'd rather take them out quick, fast, without any issues. And we have no... Wait, there is one face card right there. I managed to save, I think, what is it, the Buster cards effects for the... Like, again, we still have them for one turn when we need them. So I can take this turn and stun them. And just build up on damage for later. I probably will do that. So we'll build some C-stars for right now. I'm hoping I get a Buster card the next turn. Wait, what buff did I lose? Oh yeah, or the original attack buffs. Okay, nice, I can work with these. Alright, then switching over to... I think we don't even need to switch over, right? Well, let me check. I mean, we don't have to, but it would help. Come on, Oberon, we need your Buster buff. We'll go full ham on him. Yeah, no prisoners here. Well, attach this on this side, because if we're gonna go full throttle right here. And then you got your Buster cards, Morgan. There's no way you won't be able to defeat them. Even if they somehow manage to survive, which I don't think they will. You should be able to hit an easy 200k. Okay, maybe not, but let's see the damage. Oh, 272. Good to know for later reference. It's not a bad number, but it's not the greatest number either. But there's only so much you can do with MP2. Yeah, and I didn't forget. I noticed. Oberon. Now I see I can indeed tell myself that you and Karna studied under the same master. Yeah, freaking infuriates me to admit it, but you're not bad yourself, brat. In fact, you kind of remind me of someone. Parashurama? Or maybe Krishna? I can see why you think that. Those two are avatars of Vishnu, just as I am. I am Rama, king of Kosala. Ah, that's so. Well, let me give you a little tip. In this Lost World, I wouldn't go around bragging about being the avatar of a god. You might not like what happens. What do you mean by... Hold it. Something else is headed your way. It's not reading like a Kali or a sacred beast. Wait, this. These are servants. And not just one. There are several. Looks like you're out of time, Ashwadhaban. Recommendation. Cease this game. It is meaningless. I concur. There's no point to your game, or in us being here. I swear. I don't even know why we came along at all. Wait, it's just gonna fade out and cut out like that? But hey, at least we got to reap the rewards. I say that, but you know what? I don't even know where to do from here on out. So here's the thing, right? I want to point out some things. I know I should be raising my servants. Oh yeah, we're low on QP again, so that's another thing. I want to say the next one I should raise for the purposes of battles like this. But again, Ishtar wouldn't be a bad choice if it weren't for the fact that, again, I think she only works for, for like, farming teams and not anything outside of that. Maybe I could be wrong. I'm probably most definitely wrong. It's not like she's... what's the word? Summer Ibuki. Which again, like I've seen her in action. She... Maybe I could also be raising, you know, Babonshi right here as well. Or, according to what I've heard, apparently this guy's not so bad either. And you help out your team. I'm wondering. Actually, wait, no. How? I think you work as support? I don't know how I would probably make use of your skills. 'Cause I'm that dumb. I'd have to look into them to know a little more. Vargas right there too. I'm certain there are more servants I could, raise and all that. Right now, you know what, let's take a step back before I overwhelm myself. Oh my god, all the amount of the servants, like again, I should probably be burning and or using as XP fodder. Oh, I was like, why can't I raise you? Oh, that's right. Because you need gems across the boards. If you're missing Archer, and then straight I'll never be able to raise them. So again, the new accounts are very lackluster in the gen department. Because I think even with the last lotto, it wasn't even that great of a lotto. Anyways, let's go ahead and start section 5. Section 5, Lost Spell. Kali Yuga A, Revolving World. I think we should easily be able to manage to get to, like I said, section... Well, looking at the time, I'd say I'd give myself another 2 hours at once before I have to stop. We'll see, though. Yeah, I know I've been like all over the place here, not consistent. Foo! Master, get back! There are 2 servants I've never seen before, and... I guess that other Neza was on the enemy's side after all. You already know how strong she is. Be very careful not to let your guard down, Master. Whoa there, slow down, girlie. We're not here to fight. Guys pissed me off. First you make me come all this way to see what's up, then you just show up anyway. So, they are Vashhamon's allies, but why would so many servants band together like this? Anger, unnecessary. We need only obey him. We haven't sensed Indian gods here in a long time. I don't blame him for being interested, even if it's pointless. Why are they looking at me like that? I haven't done anything wrong aside from eating like a elephant. Tara, are you seeing this? Or rather not seeing it? Yeah, the Kali and the sticker beasts are all gone. Yep, I think we might have just accomplished our initial goal of keeping this town safe, so that's cause for celebration. Though maybe not too much, since we got new, much more difficult obstacles instead. If you aren't here to fight, then why are you here? Did we mention? We're accompanying him. He told us to come along, so we did. That's all there is to it. This him you speak of, is he your master? Something like that. Or close enough anyway. Either way, it's only natural we would obey him. After all, he's the only god here. The one final god. Look, here he comes. This reading. Actually, I'm sure you can all see this as well. Look up at the sky. Yeah, I think you Indian here might just recognize that. We know what it is too. Though the only time we saw someone writing it, it was the decidedly non-Indian king of heroes. What is that? It's both a flying chariot and a ship, a floating palace that serves as a transfer for the gods, that's said to even be capable of ascending into space. A white Vimana? Who's that riding it? Is that... Oh. He looks different, but I still recognize his face. I would never mistake him for anyone else. So I can say with certainty. That is Arjuna. Arjuna? Really? Not the one recorded in Chaldea, of course. He must have an altogether different sphere origin here. Well, I'll be darned. Once I may have been known as Arjuna, but now... I am a god. What's going on? It feels like my hair is standing on end. Yeah, I feel it too. I don't know what's up with that, but I'm getting chills. But I do know that no good guy would ever go around introducing himself as God. That no good guy. With the obvious exception of Ganesha, since he's the real deal. So beings with divine power come from the outside. An avatar of Vishnu, a child of Parvati, and... Karna, son of Surya. So that is all of you. Don't forget about us normal humans. That's right, the Master of Chaldea and her servant are here as well. Woo woo! Ha! He wouldn't even look at you guys if you're not gods. But you guys are idiots, so idiotic it's infuriating. Thanks to that, now he's noticed you too. Which means you guys are done for. Well, now that you come all this way to see them for yourself, what do you think? Nothing. Huh? This ended up being no more than a fleeting diversion. I thought I might feel something, but there was nothing. To me, as I am now, all these foreign elements I see below me are equally defective, immature, and worthless. They do not belong in a perfect world. In that sense, they are evil. God has witnessed defective beings. God has witnessed evil. They have no place in the next Yuga. Yikes. It's like, you don't say, huh? You don't mince words around, do you, Arjuna? Well, there he goes, I guess. He's not going to give us any orders, then. Conclusion, impossible. Futile, meaningless. Nothing and no one can break his concentration. We'll just have to wait. Man, this really was a waste of time. I knew I should have just ignored all this and kept going with my research. Yeah, I know that means I'd be gone in the next Yuga. I just wanted to vent. What's going on? Crap! Arjuna's gathering an unbelievable amount of energy around him. Indeed, the sheer energy for this noble phantasm, if it can be called that, it's like nothing I've ever seen. In fact, several of our senses have been overloaded while trying to measure it.
What? That can't possibly be good. Hurry up and do something!
Hear me, Arjuna. You think I'm defective? Immature? Worthless? Just ignoring us, huh? Look at me. Look me in the eye, take up your arms, and pay attention to me, Arjuna. Senpai, notice me? Otherwise this spear will be put to a cowardly use, and I don't want that. Even after all that, you would still ignore me, Arjuna? Karna, I understand you two have a lot of history. I'm sure there are rules. There are rules you are bound to as warriors of Kuru. But neither of those is true for me. As far as I'm concerned, he's already started the fight. And as I'm sure you know, when I decide to do something, I do it, whether my enemies are paying attention to me or not. Master, I'm going to use everything I've got to stop him, requesting permission to release my noble phantasm. Permission granted, now let him have it. Bruh? Master! Damn, I messed up the voice right there. Rob, I think your MP might be bugging out, because it looked like it didn't work on him. At all. What? Well, that can't be. That blade even destroyed the great Raksha Ravana. How could it have... I understand your shock and confusion, but since we must rely on accurate information, let me be clear. Your noble phantasm doesn't have so much as scratch him. Furthermore, he did not take any sort of defensive action against it. It simply failed to do anything to him.
That lines up with what I saw too, though I still can't believe it.
First I thought it might be an effect of the enormous amount of power he's concentrating near him. That doesn't appear to be the case either. Which would mean he possesses some sort of anti-interference ability that not even Rama's noble phantasm can penetrate. But how is that possible?
Be that as it may, we kings are notoriously stubborn. I could never hope to find Sita if I were to give up now. I'm going to try again, and I won't hesitate to use anything or anyone. Help me, son of Surya. Please help him, Karna.
If that is your order, Master.
Hurry it up! Whatever's going on there, the pressure's still building up. Now get a move on before it's too late.
Alright, this time I want you both to.
Ovor, can you really not see what's going on here? Forget it, it won't work. Don't take this the wrong way, but neither Rami's nor Carney's noble phantasm will have a chance against them. Trust me, he outclasses you guys in every way. After all, he's every Indian god rolled together into one single super being.
Peppercino Alfredo. Sorry, a moment. Azaling's distracting me. Hold on, let me check on this. Section 5-2. Oh. I know who we have to bring to this battle. Yeah, it makes sense. We have to bring the powerful Melusine. You know, no. I mean, it only makes sense to keep them arch related. It's just that we can't use this team, unfortunately, on them. Double the Melusine. No, we'd have to go with... Yeah. For the defensive properties, of course. I wish I had another art support here, but frankly... I wish it was Lady Avalon, but sadly that's not the case, huh? Give me a second, folks. Okay, that's said and done. I know, like I said, I'm making a big deal out of this battle. Yeah, just double checking cast stories up there. I mean, if only this account had the appropriate Mr. Code as well, but sadly though, we don't really have a lot of Mr. Codes to choose from. If we had the art sword, we could be using it, but again, we got to know what is the Buster. Another Buster. That's it. But for this battle specifically, we definitely need... I want to say the skill cooldown reduction. It's gonna go by fast, so we just need that one. Batteries in place. I say batteries in place, but I don't even have anyone from Melusine. Now to think about it, hold on, let's see. Well, this type of battle, again, we don't need another damage dealer, we need another battery user. Why not bring in Oberon? Just to have as the extra battery support. Where are you, Oberon? Oh, there he is. I mean, by that logic, I should not even bring my own Melusine. Yeah, now that I think about it, probably. More battery supports. Ow. Yeah, those are all my 5 stars on this account. We don't really have a lot to count on. Yeah, there's Waver, and of course there's Lady Reigns as well, but... yeah, in terms of the arts department, all we got is Castoria. Actually, now that I think about it, hold on. It just hit me, right? And I'm dumb for it. Yeah, I know, I am dumb for it. I'm okay with that. So this is what we're gonna do, right? Right, but instead we're gonna bring in someone else's Castoria. Let's see. Leo? Yeah, why not? Well, let me see if there's anyone with another Castoria. There's Matthew as well. And as well. There's a variety of people that have Castorias. Rongo? Still work in progress to discuss. Castiel. Angel of Tuesday. Why not? Come forth, Castiel. Allow me to accept your help. Okay, and this will work. Now we're just gonna need to change up the... what is it? I know this account has an arts card that can use for Melusine, so we can change it up over here for sure. Arts. Wait, do I have a set to Buster? No, I have a set to... What? How is that still... oh, okay, I see. Oh, I see, okay. But I know there's another one that's strictly arts. Oh, this account never made it, that's right. It never made it. Yeah, it just hit me. This account never got it. I mean, that's another one, but... yeah, this account never made it to the other summer event to acquire that craft essence. We only got this one summers, and it's okay. But it doesn't outpace the ones from last year, or the even, I want to say, years ago from that. It's okay, though. It's okay. I still will go ahead with this card for the time being. What the? I could have sworn I swapped it over. Okay, Story will give her something else she can work with. Actually, that wouldn't be bad. If we really need it, though. Oh, but we're lacking in battery, huh? Oh, we're back to this page, huh? You know what? We'll let her have this one then. Actually, now that I think about it, hold on. No, this is fine. Yeah, this'll work. Ugh. It's you! Oh! Peppercino! Well, here we are, together again, and much sooner than I expected. I was going to just sit back and watch, but I just had to say something after seeing how utterly dense you are. We can talk more later, though. Right now, you need to skedaddle. Chop chop.
What? You're our enemy too. Why should we listen to anything you have to?
Well, what if I told you that I was only up in those mountains because I was running from Neza? And that Neza only stopped fighting you guys because tracking me down was a higher priority. What I mean is that they are my enemies as much as yours. I see. So that Arjuna is the master of all those servants, including Neza. And our young Scandinavia Peppercino can be master of none. There appears to be no evidence to the contrary either. I really don't have time to lay it all out for you right now. I guess I'll just have to try the direct approach. Yes, I am a crypter. I know we're on opposing sides, but I promise you I am not lying. If you don't get out of here right now, it will be the end of everything. Well, what about the townspeople? It's okay, you don't have to worry about them. The ones who are fine are well and truly fine, and the ones who aren't, well, you can't help them now anyway. The one thing I can't say for sure is that there's a very good reason why you all need to get out of here as fast as you possibly can. If that's still not enough to convince you, then I'll have to resort to cliches instead of logic. The truth is, right now, that's the only weapon I've got. Ready? Here goes. Hope you'll trust me on this. Peppercino. No. What did we do? I don't think he's lying. Same. Peppercino is a good person. I can't imagine he will try to deceive anyone. A good person, huh? From my perspective, you seem to be... What? A show-off? No. If nothing else, I agree that you aren't lying. I have no objections to Master's decision.
What? You believe him?
Few decisions trump everything, Mr. Gordov. Get used to it. Alright then, hurry up and make your way out of... Oh, well, hello, Ashva Hartman. Long time no see. I guess so. Pisses me the hell off to see you here, ex-master. My contract with you has been completely overwritten. Any connection we had is long gone. Oh, well, that's too bad. I don't suppose you let me go celebrate us no longer being master and servant, would you? Hell no. I can't just let you guys walk out of here. Now that the big boss has decided he wants you gone, it's my job as one of the Lokapala to see it done. Well, that puts me in a pretty pickle. Would you say all the others feel the same way? How should I know? But I guess they wouldn't do anything unless they were directly ordered to. Pisses me off. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, but don't get me wrong. It's not because I don't care about my job. I'm just confident that you're more than capable of handling this alone, Ashwahama. Confidence is hugely important, you know? It's just like hunting. It's a bad idea to work too hard when you're confident in your position. Go around hunting down mountain animals when you don't need to. The mountain will end up dead. Is your position the only reason you're standing in our way, Ashwahama? Now there's more to it than just that. I know if I stop you guys from getting away now, it'll get us one step closer to this perfect world. And you know what? I want to see this perfect world. I admit it. Which means I have no choice but to stop you. So I'm gonna beat all your asses down. And then I'm gonna kick back and watch as all you get sucked into the dissolution. The dissolution? What do you mean? So time for words is over, huh? Then I guess I better get ready to respond in kind. If nothing else, I can understand him a lot better than the being way up there. Let's take him down and secure a way out of here, master. Freaking Garjuna. You still refuse to look my way, Archana? No, right now I have another role to fulfill. Awaiting your orders, master. Let's make our way through. Very well, Kara. What the heck? What is this? I thought I unlocked everything. Yeah, this thing's being weird. Wrong. That's fine. I'll accept the buff. Thank you, Peppercino. I'll let you know the third. You're gonna get stunned right from the get-go. We're gonna go right for the kill right from the get-go as well. You know what? Might as well. No time like the present to hit hard, hit fast. Peppercino. Come on, Melly. I believe in your power. Okay, you're not that strong, but you're still plenty strong. I probably should have gone with the bust from the get-go, but I'm, you know, cautious. Dun, 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 dun. Plus, we stunned them anyways. Yeah, I could have one-turned it, no doubt about it.
Huh? Stand still, damn it!
Eva's using Magecraft to help us. He's not doing any damage, but he's moving so fast that the enemy can't focus on us. Now's our chance. Can't say I've seen a spell to speed you up quite like that. It looks like it just lets you move around really quickly. Plain and simple. Want to know how it works? Well, like its name suggests, I use the power of love to bend space around me. Oh, he's obviously lying. But we'll just have to leave it at that for the moment. The important thing is the enemy's vulnerable now. There's no life forms nearby, and you're a good distance away from the town now, so don't worry about holding back.
Masakvig Shakti!
It's a direct hit, that should do... What?
What was that, Carno? It's gonna take a hell of a lot more than that to kill me.
The attack did hurt him, I'm much certain, but he's recovering from the damage at an alarming rate. I see, you changed since I last saw you, Ashvahaman.
Ha! What'd you expect? You're the one who died first. Losing to Arjuna of all people?
I did? I won't deny it. Hey now, slow your roll down there, people. You don't have to finish him off just yet, okay? The important thing is, he's hurt enough for us to get past him now. So come on, hurry. Everyone, run for it as fast as you can.
Damn it, get back here!
No, we won't get back here. Just so you guys know, since I'm Ganesha and all, I can actually run faster than you think, way faster than any ordinary human. I don't even get tired that easily. But I do feel tired, and for a meat like me, that is the worst thing all. Well, there's no one else in the whole world who hates running as much as we do. Complaining about it won't make it any easier. Just be quiet and keep running. I only said that because I was hoping you'd take the hint to carry me. I can't. I would be crushed under your weight. Perhaps that is owed to the weight of Ganesha's divine power. Hey, I'm not that heavy! By the way, why are you running away with us? I thought you were our enemy. I have my reasons. Arjuna didn't see me as an enemy before now, so it was fine as long as I was just laying low. But since Neza found me in the mountains, and especially now that I've helped all of you, I'm pretty sure he's decided I don't have a place in this world. Basically, now I'm qualified to be collateral damage. Pepe, I'm still not sure what that mean. Sorry, Mashi, but you'll really have to focus on moving those legs, not your mouth. We need to hurry, honey. If we don't get away in time, it's curtains for all of us. So, how far away do we need to run? You're kidding me. You really don't even know that? Alright, fine. I'll just have to explain as we run. Arjuna there is about to destroy and remake everything in this lost spell. Dissolution and rebirth, destruction and reconstruction, cataclysm and genesis. As the last god of this world, all of that is within his capability. Huh? The reason he's taken so long to charge up is because he needs time to gather the ridiculous amount of energy he needs to pull all that off. And if any of us get caught up in that destruction and rebirth of this world, we'll end up disappearing completely. 100%. Absolutely guaranteed. No recourse, no way out, nothing. That's quite difficult to believe. But if that enormous mass of energy were to keep growing at an accelerating rate, I suppose it's not impossible. But then, if that's true, what happens to the world after it's been recreated? What about the life forms? I'll fill you in on that later. Right now, I'm just answering Terrell's question of how far we need to run. So now that you know, I'm sure you can figure out what we had to do to avoid a massive noble phantasm capable of destroying the entire world, right? You're the only ones with an evasive measure that can get around that. I'm counting on you to save my skin too. The Border Zero sail! Exactly! I'm glad you worked it out. Naturally, I figured that might be the case, so I've got the engine all warmed up and ready to go. Let's figure out where to rendezvous, and we'll head there right now and come pick you guys all up. I'll admit, it's still risky. I'm not sure what will happen if Arjuna becomes aware of the border too. But right now, it's the only hope we have.
Hold it! Just a damn minute! You want us to let a cryptor onto the border and let him experience a zero sale on top of that? Preposterous. Absolutely out of the question. I know we had a cryptor on board before, but that was strictly a prisoner. Not to mention there were extenuating circumstances.
Naturally, neither Da Vinci nor I have discounted the risk in this course of action. Right now, the most important thing is by far ensuring Tero's safety. All other considerations are secondary at best. Besides, just look at her. Once she makes up her mind to trust someone, there's nothing anyone can do to persuade her otherwise. Especially since she's the one out there doing all the heavy lifting. I thought we'd been over this already. At this point, I'm just a single powerless mage. I don't even have a servant anymore. I'd say that more than qualifies me as a prisoner personally.
A prisoner, huh? I do still regret how Camelot was ended up getting away. But I look at this as another chance to gain some valuable information about the cryptors. Maybe the reward is worth the risk. Alright, I'll make a special exception, just this once. But he's to be kept under tight security at all times.
Thank you, Director Godolph. I've got the border's rendezvous point coordinates. Let's get there as fast as we can, Master.
Come on, guys, let's run for it.
Woo-hoo! Jeez, I finally got a chance to survive. All that's left now is one simple question. Will we make it in time? Damn. That's way to put things into perspective, Peppercino. All day, oh. No battles, more dialogue. I can work with that. Are you okay, Master? We're almost there. Just hang in there a little long. On second thought, now that we've come this far, I doubt anything else will try to attack us. I'll carry you the rest of the way. You too, foe. Woo! Are we at the rendezvous point yet? Damn, even with all this distance between us, the pressure from Arjun is only growing stronger. I never felt the air turn so stifling before, not even when Ravano nicked my throat with his sword. Or Kumbhakarna, the giant's foot, was hovering over my head. This isn't normal. I'm not usually afraid of anything except losing Sita. But for some time now, I've been getting chills all the way down to my spirit origin. Calculating expected arrival time based on our current speed and distance. Setting the estimated limits based on current observation results. Putting those together again.
Well, what is it, man? Why aren't you saying anything? Oi!
The only parameter we can adjust now is our speed. We'll just have to hurry as best as we can. You have to install a secret acceleration system while you were working on the border, Captain. This is the moment to reveal it. I didn't have time for that. All I did was make sure all the existing systems were working. We should just be able to rendezvous in time if we use all our resources and go at top speed. The real problem is I'll make as much headway as on my end as I can. Please hurry, Da Vinci. Oh no, I don't like that. It's done. Extracting unified divine power from all divinities, and testing process complete. Using a 10th to control execution. Deployment preparation. Begin. Dang, Arjun, your face looks scary. We're not gonna make it, are we? Someone's gonna have to die. What was that? This is... This is it, we're done for, it's all over now. I can tell too. It couldn't have been more clear. Whatever that was, it's something we absolutely have to evade. Please, please hurry up, Da Vinci. Sorry for the wait, come on in, guys. The hatch is wide open. Everyone on board? Okay, shutting the hatch now. So we made it?
Well, that wasn't too bad. You really had me going there, Holmes. Couldn't resist having a bit of fun with us, in lieu of Watson's absence. Eh, old?
We're not out of the woods just yet. The real problem is readying the zero sail.
What?
It doesn't just happen automatically. At the push of a button. I did everything I could to prepare in advance. But even if we skip some of the checklists, go with the bare minimum, and turn a blind eye to everything else, it won't work. Even if we perform the operations as fast as possible, it's still not enough. It's a difference of only 5 seconds, maybe even less, between the time we need and the time when Arjuna releases his noble phantasm. But those are 5 seconds we just don't have. No! Hold it. Hold on to just a damn minute. Which one of you just went outside in their spirit form? Hmm? No, not Karna. That wave earlier. Now I see. I don't understand it, but I can sense it. It's true this world is going to be destroyed, then remade. If we are caught in that, we will disappear. Karna? We can't let you be a race master, so I'm going to do what I must to ensure you survive. Karna, you don't mean... 5 seconds? Leave it to me. By settling everything I have ablaze and becoming the very radiance of the sun, even this Arjuna will not be able to consume it all at once. For at least these 5 seconds, I will make sure he knows who I am. But if you do that, you'll... Come on, Karna, you can't do this. Be reasonable. I can't ask you to sacrifice yourself for my sake. There is no other way. Get ready to set sail. In another time, in another place, in another space, in the way beginning with my main account, Karna was my main lancer and my go-to lancer. Holmes! I'm working on it. It'll just be a bit longer. That's it. Any servant would do the same. This is what I want. You need not worry about me. Karna! Don't you dare let his sacrifice be in vain. Now sit down and buckle up. You didn't even talk to me before you left. You got a lot of nerve going off on your own like that, Karna. You are truly the great hero of benefaction, a warrior among warriors. As they say nowadays, you live up to the hype and then some. I'll take care of things from here. You give him hell. Thank you. Entering final phase of emergency dive preparations. Initiating countdown.
How much time do we have until the attack hits us?
So little that I'd rather not spend it answering that question. Wait, you can't... This isn't... Arjuna, this may go without saying, but there are a few things I want to say. I want more than to run through you. I could even take advantage of this briefest of opportunities to try and do so now. But at this moment, I am a servant, sworn to protect my master. I am not here to meekly accept this outcome, nor resign myself to my fate. I am here to stand before you with pride, so that you may ignore me with disdain. Wait, so that you may... Yeah. So today, I will not be taking up my spear. Instead... Your armor! God has cast his gaze downward. These defects are necessary, and therefore evil. Begone, evil. You have no place in the new Yaga, the new world. I will now wield the sword of the god who ends all things. I will cut off the world from the rift in the world. Made by the blade, clear purification will burst forth. Terminus and Genesis will cycle anew. Sword of Dissolution, let your blade fall. Mahat Pralaya! And just like that, huh? If you're going against my true, again, going against my VTuber self, true lore and power, I would be able to negate your power, God Arjuna. Anyways, though, back to reading dialogue. Sorry, breaking character there. Behold, these are the shining armor and earrings given to me by Surya, god of the sun. But know this, once I transform myself into the life's radiance, this gold will no longer be my armor. It will merely be a sign that I am burning bright as the sun, here where you can see it. Kavach and Kundara! I think that's what he said. Golden armor? He activated his defensive noble phantasm, but even with its protection... Karna! It's alright. I don't know how I know you, but I know you well. And though I can't explain it, I have every confidence that we will one day meet again. So don't be sad, and please take care of Master for me. There, Shadowburrow water untethered from reality. Void space dive. Zero sail. Unfurl. God, Arjuna. You need to go down with the ship? Ow, my arm. Ooh, crack. Melusine is the one that's here riding with us. Hold on, I want to check my inventory. Oh, okay, that's what it was, of course. I'd say let's go with... I think I might burn through... Let's go with the more higher rarity there. Not to say that Idrossels are not important, but for right now... I want to see... Okay, here's the other thing too, right? I want to check if I can raise Morgan more, because if I can... It would stand to have her stronger too. Not to say that No... Well, Melusine too, but... Hold on, let me see. Lancer, Berserker... Morgan, okay, they've been limit broken. I think Melusine... What's up with Melusine? Where are they? Wait, what the heck? What happened here? Oh, that's what happened. Oh, they're already at max level, that's why. Okay, that's the other thing too. Oh, and we're out of coins too. Oh, wait, in order for me to raise them, I need either more copies of them or more bond levels. More copies would be nice, but all in good time. Maybe when they come back. I know they're an ace and a force to be reckoned with. Anyways, though, I think we should give more towards Morgan too. Yeah, look at all that XP. I'll go to the Berserker one right now. There we go. Ooh, nice. Having Morgan the 103 will definitely help us out a lot. You know, might as well go for the full ham right here. I'd say maybe the way we get lucky, another super success will definitely level up. We definitely would need a super success. Never mind. I guess we won't level up. Well, I mean, we could. I mean, there is some more reserve XP back there in the present box. She is definitely worth raising. Do we have enough XP? I think we do. I think this is where we're stopping right now. Devote myself further, you say, huh? You don't say. I know you should be looking at the wide list of servants right here. Like, take for example, let's see, do we have anyone in the saber department? I want to go based on the XP cards I have available there too. I mean, I could raise the Discovery too now that I think about it. I know they're a force to be reckoned with. Oh, right, I forgot about Saber. Fudge. Let's see if we can raise Saber. Do I have regular XP cards for Saber? No, it doesn't look like I do. I have Silvers though. Do I have any alls down here that I can use? I have some. So let's see. Yeah, let's go back to the all. There we go. No, wrong one. There we go. I think with Saber I was missing Proof of Heroes? Yeah, we're missing exactly 4 Proof of Heroes if I really want to go out of my way to level them. Again, Arturi isn't a bad servant to raise either, but she won't be in my list of priorities for a while. I'll hold off on her for right now, but I'll keep her in mind. We'll reserve those XP cards for her. Again, as much as I want to... Well, we'll see. Either her or the Discovery. We'll keep those XP for her. It's for the Lancer department. Like I said, I wish I could raise Melusine. But I mean, it's not to say there's not other servants I could raise, like Parvati. Or even... No, it had to be... No, it has to be Melusine. But I mean, for the time being, we'll just wait, I suppose. Until they level up. Let's see, who else? I mean, we could go to the Rider department. A little intermission, if you would. Oh wait, I can think of one right there. I mean, I could also raise the Yuri Pirates as well. But I also want to raise based on what we're going to need planning ahead as well, so I'd rather have them set and ready right for the get-go. Not to say that Anne, Bonnie, and Mary Reed aren't any good, but priorities, of course. Yeah, higher levels always demanding so much XP cards too. What else though? Yeah, I think that's it, because I mean, we could go back to the Alls with Berserkers, but we're doing swimming fine right now. We'll fall back for right now. Unless, of course, like I said, why not? Let's give them to Morgan. Better now than later. I mean, if I really, really wanted to, I guess. I said, I guess. He says, I guess, as he's gonna flood the gates with XP cards here. We're not gonna have enough room right there, even if I wanted to. Guess we're gonna have to raise Morgan. Let's see how far we can raise Morgan. I'm pretty sure we can get them to the next level with this amount of XP cards. Yeah, I know. Brief intermission, if you will. It's at least until we get her to the next level. After that, then we'll continue with the story. Plus, it gives my voice a moment to rest, too. Again, I love talking as much as the next person, maybe, maybe not. But even I get tired too. And I'm still not at 100%, I'd say. Ooh! Didn't see that one coming, but I graciously accepted. I'd say we're in the runnings. We're definitely getting there. If you get another super success and we're lucky, yeah, we'll definitely make it. Ooh! If we hit another super success, we'll make it there. Aww. I think we're not gonna... Let's see. Interesting. I thought... Oh, that's very interesting. Well, hopefully we don't super success. I think for this one... Oh, okay, we need 3 of the regular... Oh, what the heck? Sorry about that, hold on. I shrunkifies. Somehow. I don't even recall clicking on it. I mean dragging that on. Okay, that should work. I don't know how that happened, I do apologize. Do I have any regular XP cards for Berserkers? Oh, I do! And I think we have an all down here, so we'll go ahead and use it. Hold on, let's see. You know what, it's time to use the regular servants here too. Let's see, I could probably make it with a few of these over here, let's see. Yeah, we made it. Thank you for your kind words, Morgan. Morgan Le Fay, huh? Palingenesis? Yes, we'll go for the next one. It only makes sense that we have to keep using the coins here. Ooh, I just realized we gulped down our last bit of QP right there. We're left with like 4 million QP, we really can't do much there. You know what? Let's see if we can make it at least to 1 more level. I'm looking at the XP cards. Ooh, we don't have a lot. But hey, we tried, okay? What's important is we tried. I think we have enough for 1 more swing. Well, technically, there's still more in the stockpile. Well, if I'm being frank here, I mean, yes, there's the regular XP cards as well. Like, there's this one too. And if I'm being honest, yeah. Oh, why the heck not? Let's go for it. Fine then, we'll push to at least 1 more level. It's just, again, I'd rather be more secure. I guess you could say, well, not just secured, but also make sure that Morgan has the power to back up her, you know, her battles as well. You know what? We won't consume these just yet. Oh my god, these barely make a budge. Imagine we get super success with these. I'll go with the regular ones once we do 1 more. Hopefully we don't get a super success here. Like, I wish there was like some kind of hidden algorithm, like we could, figure out with this and it wasn't completely random. I'd want to see we go with 1 more regular and then go back to the other ones. Okay, we'll go back to the other one. Give me a second though. Give me just a moment. Yeah, you guessed it, Azuling. Azuling! Interesting. Sorry about that, got a little distracted like I said. Fine, I'll hold off on this. We'll do one more of the regular ones. And then we'll jump into the next one afterwards. I knew it. Wait, what? We're almost done with the regular XP cards too? Oh my god. Not funny. That's not funny at all. I thought we'd make it. I think we have enough. Let's see. We're barely got enough for this one. Let's see, we're gonna try with the regular one, of course. Like I said, keyword is try. Yeah, we tried. We fell short. The other ones are just pretty much gonna become. Actually, they should have already become mana prisons. I haven't gotten around to it. Wait, I just realized. Oh fudge. Yeah, we're almost out of QP. That's out of the question. Continuing on with the story, okay? Section 6. Lost Belt. The relic called Falsehood. Oh, damn. At this rate, we might make it to section... Well, it's hard to say. Did we make it? Good grief. Talk about escape by the skin of one's teeth. We may have paid a heavy price, but at least we managed to protect what we absolutely needed to. Karna. Even wearing nigh indestructible armor imbued with the sun god's power, there's only so much one can do when the very world crumbles away. Oh, I just realized. Hail there, Dayhawks! Apologies for barely noticing right now. Don't make me run, I'm full of sugar and fat. Oh, you're you, that's when you join? Now I feel bad. Hope you're still there though. Welcome to the stream. I keep on forgetting to switch between the two because again, like, it's been a while too. Please sacrifice yourself for me. Regardless though, welcome to the stream. Again, I'll look between both of them, like I said, I'll try to. Like I said, we're still technically running on, what is it, like, bare bone minimums over here. You know what, I'll look over on the side over here, on the YouTube side. Actually, no, we could probably open the little dashboard thing. Hold on, let's see. I don't think it's gonna crumble away. Let me just see what it does. Okay, the percentage spiked up a little. We should be good. Maybe? You know what, no, it's fine. You know what? It's fine. I can view both chats. Okay, I thought I wasn't gonna be able to, but we should be fine. Okay, now I'm monitoring both YouTube's and Twitch's chats. Continuing on. Truth be told, I'm impressed he lasted as long as he did. That was a feat akin to holding back all the waters of the ocean or catching a falling star with one's bare hand. There are few heroes in all of history who could have withstood a cataclysm like that, even just for a few seconds. For us, those few seconds were truly the difference between life and death. Karna, hero of affection, I salute your strength and devotion. You have my eternal thanks.
First Neza, now Karna. We've barely just gotten here, we already lost 2 of our servants.
As cold-hearted as this may sound, we can't move on if we keep our focus on the past. Let's go over what we've gained as well. Yes, I know. You're right. Go ahead, Holmes. That wave of light we observed just before we died contained a truly unbelievable amount of magical energy. More than enough to convince me it was capable of destroying this entire lost spell. but I hadn't already seen it with my own eyes. No one here should be able to wield the power of that scale. But given that he clearly can, there must be a reason for that. We've even heard a few hints to his nature already. A final god, every Indian divinity rolled into one. So now I think we'd best hear more about him from someone I believe is uniquely qualified to answer. Like, me come right to the point. What is he? Okay, now it seems like a good time as any for a bit of a chat. Plus, now that you've shown me what the reverse side of the world looks like, it's only fair that I reciprocate, no? Peppercino. Hey, I just saw that, Dayhawk. Well, I mean, I probably missed it in the moment I was reading that, but again, thank you for the meat and the drink. I think that's water, right? Oh, hold on. Let's see what was going. The rift between worlds, the inside of nothingness. Oh, the rift between worlds, the inside of nothingness. The gap between heaven and earth. The space outside the universe. Here, where a single moment spans an eternity, only he and a few beings he acknowledges are able to exist. Storage records, organization complete. Commencing reconstruction. Delightful! What a delightful way of molding the world as you see fit. I don't think I'll ever get tired of watching it. It's so unilateral, so transcendent, and above all, so violently correct. Ah, what a blessing it is to witness it so closely. If you say so, personally, I think it's just plain boring. He even had the perfect chance to get rid of Chaldea and the Chaldea clowns. He let them get away. What was he thinking? Unnecessary defects deleted. Continuing logic absorption and conceptual repairs. Oh my, you really should be more careful, You're lucky he seems to not have heard you this time. If he decides we're defective and unnecessary too, we won't be able to escape the recreation process either. He's a god, after all. He gets to make those sort of judgments. Right now, the Chaldeans are a little more than pests to be cleaned up along with the rest of the trash. If he did decide that Terrell and her little gang were truly unnecessary, he would send one of his Locapella to handle them. It is not our place to say anything, let alone to do so impertinently. I'm listening. Thank you. No, all we need to do is stand back and merely speculate as he recreates this world into his own perfect little sandcastle. It may be wrong to draw plans and create molds when it comes to making sandcastles, but as they say, if this is wrong, I don't want to be right. Why doesn't anyone else try their hand at it? The more we repeat the process, the closer we'll get to making the perfect plans and mold. At the rate we're going now, why, I expect it won't be long before we get there. Yes, I suppose the sand we're using may get worn and tattered the more we destroy and rebuild. But that is a small price to pay to bring such a grand project to its completion, don't you think so? Of course, we will keep going. The foreign god's disciples consist of 3 alter egos. But this monk is one to be especially wary of. Part of it is that he's very much rotten to the core. But it's also couldn't be more obvious that in the end, he's going to cast off the new inhibitions he has. Wreak everything in his path if we want to do it all over again somewhere else. What's with that look? Are you saying I only dislike him because he reminds me of myself? I'm a patient woman, but even I can only take being lumped in with something like that for so long. Why don't you open your mouth and actually say something for once? Or is your job really just observing nothing else? Dang, she dissed you. Well, I guess you didn't need to say anything there. Your actions couldn't have said, I can already see where this is going, louder than it brought you a megaphone. Than if I brought you a megaphone. Alright, I'll just make do with the modest gains in this lost will and focus on finding out what that monk is up to. After all, I certainly don't want him getting in the way of my own future plans. Final Valia Tumans confirmed. Entering. Executing. Thus, the world is reborn. The cycle begins anew. Actually, what? Let me put this over here, though. That way I can monitor it. Oh my god, that thing is huge. So I'm sure you've at least figured it out this much, but that Arjuna is the core of this Indian law spell. He's the reason this world became part of the pruning theoretical phenomenon. Let's see, to tie it to Holmesy's earlier question. Holmesy. This world was pruned away because in it, he gained the power you've just witnessed. What happened exactly? Just so you know, this is almost all speculation on my part, okay? There's no one around who can prove what really happened. Anyway, I don't know exactly when he got all that power, or when this world became estranged from popular human history. All I know is that it was a long time ago, but I can make an educated guess. It was probably during the Mahabharata. Something happened right around when the war it depicts came to an end, something that led Arjuna acquiring every divinity in India. Right, you mentioned that earlier. Then it's really true? It would certainly make a kind of paradoxical sense, given what we've seen thus far. Feat as extraordinary as remaking the entire world simply wouldn't be possible without an equally extraordinary background. But that still doesn't explain how it happened. This is also just speculation, but I think he probably acquired the divinities in phases. In the most plausible explanation I can think of, he probably started by acquiring Vishnu's power. Interesting. Since his closest friend Krishna was one of Vishnu's avatars. What's more, Krishna was said to have one of the strongest connections to Vishnu of all his avatars. Hold on, give me a second. Damn it, I'm checking something over here. Okay, fine. We should go there. Okay, there we go. Not me trying to handle things more than once. Not that I'm saying you're weak, of course, Rami. I am perfectly able to understand the point you are making. Never mind the implications, just keep going. You got it, hun. So if Arjuna somehow got Vishnu's divinity from Krishna, peacefully or otherwise, it stands to reason that it could have laid the groundwork to do the same with the other divinities. Vishnu is one of the most powerful gods in all of Indian mythology, after all. I expect he went around hungrily unifying all the other Indian gods in this law spell, one by one after that. Indra, even Shiva, and Brahma were no exception. So once he'd absorbed all the divinities, he became what he is now. And Arjuna, with divine power over death and creation, ruled in this law spell and capable of destroying and rebuilding everything alike. How are you? I'm hanging in there more so or less. Actually, hold on, give me a second, pausing for a moment. I might have missed something. Okay, but to answer your question more properly, yeah, I think I mentioned it. Well, I'm not sure, like, again, because I know not everyone sees the Twitch stories things on the thing. I posted one a while back. It was last week, I think. Or no, actually, it was the week before that. Yeah, it was the week before that. But I ended up getting sick, and was pretty sick for a pretty good long time, and it took a while to recover. Thankfully, now we're feeling a lot better now than before, so that's a good thing. It took a while though, so that's kind of, you know. What the heck did I click on? Oh, I see. Okay, that's what I clicked on. Anyway, sorry about that distraction here. But yeah, we're doing a lot better now. Like I said, it took a while. It took a whole 2 weeks to get... Well, technically it took a week to get better. But then another week, for whatever reason or another, there was this lingering cough that I had to me. And it wouldn't let me go for whatever reason or another. Hopefully, like I said, right now it doesn't, like, you know... What the heck was that? Okay. But yeah. Hopefully, like I said, back to streaming now. And like I said, I want to go back to also streaming, learning French as well. I mean, like, I took so long to stream today. Like I said, I wanted to start this early because, again, I'm not sure if I mentioned it here. Well, no, I mean, I mentioned it earlier, but I don't think you were here to hear it earlier. But, what is it? The newest account, it already completed, like, well, I think you probably saw the VODs, right? The videos, but we completed Camelot, and that's where we ended, because again, that's where the tail end with the other account. And then I blitzed through Babylonia, because again, I didn't need to stream that. I blitzed through, the first Lost Belt, second Lost Belt, and I think today, actually, yeah, it was, no, between yesterday and today, I finished, the newest account got through this Lost Belt. I mean, here's what I was thinking too, like, since it was so near the end, I was gonna go through that, Lost Belt with that account, and just have this account just blitz through and make it through the end. But now I got stuck and left behind. I mean, I could still do that, but now this account has to get through this. So we have to get through this, and then enter Atlantis. So it'll be a while. I'm hoping I can catch up before the next, event show, like, you know, hits us, because I think it's gonna be right around the corner. I think it might even be tonight, which would kind of suck, but again, we'll make do. Like I said, I can finish within a given amount of time. I just need to be prepared. So let's continue. An Argent with divine power over death and creation, rule this lost realm capable of destroying and rebuilding everything alike. No, you can't even call him Arjuna anymore. He may have started as Arjun, but he's something else altogether now. That's why he's no longer has a shred of the heroic Arjuna's personality. You saw that for yourselves, didn't you? Yeah, he was nothing like the Arjuna we know. Yes, he seemed disconnected, mechanical. I'm not sure how best to describe it, but it did seem very clear that we won't be able to reason with him. Technically, this would not be the first such entity we've met. We think back to Scandinavia. Setonai was an amalgamation of 3 divine spirits. But Arjuna would seem to be on another scale altogether. So much so it's hard to believe they're in the same category. At this point, it's all too plausible to accept that he is neither human nor servant, but an entirely new divine conceptual being. Truth be told, I'm surprised he's even able to maintain his form.
Alright, so we know what his deal is. Now what about you? What's your game here, critter?
Me? Why isn't that obvious?
The only thing that's obvious about you is that your face practically screams, "Don't trust me."
Well, I never. I'll have you know I was just trying to keep my embarrassment from showing. But alright, if you need me to explain, I can do that. After becoming a cryptor, I summoned Ashbahama to be my servant. After I was assigned this Indian lost belt, the first thing I did was make contact with its king, Arjuna. Once I learned he was basically a god, I spent my first few months here trying to control him as much as I could. But after that foreign god disciple showed up, Arjuna suddenly started behaving strangely. I guess the disciple must have managed to sway him over to his side.
Who is this foreign god disciple?
He's a young man who always wears some sort of Japanese outfit. He calls himself a monk, but he's clearly a failed onmyoji.
An onmyoji?
He's very handsome, but he's also thoroughly twisted and just rotten to the core. Definitely not my type. If I'd approached him, the odds were better that even one of us would have ended up dead. And we couldn't have that, right? Seeing how we're both technically on the foreign god's side and all. So I always make sure to keep my distance from him. I never even got a chance to find out his true name. At least we know he isn't Koinskaya, and it sounds like he's not Father Kotomine. Rasputin either. Oh, I am fond of Koinskaya. She may be evil, but she's a pure sort of evil. You know, how she can cross between lost spells as she pleases, right? So I see her every now and then. But I haven't gotten a read on her. It's like she doesn't respect the foreign gods despite being an alter ego. But anyway, Koinskaya doesn't have anything to do with Arjuna. Basically, thanks to the other alter ego, the male disciple Arjuna... Wait, what? the male disciple, Arjuna started taking a much heavier hand to his world than he had ever before. After that, it sounds like they needed more pawns for running errands and such. So he went and took my contract with Ashvahaman, all because he just happened to be close by. And just like that, Ashvahaman was his. There was nothing I could do. A lot of good of being a cryptid did me, right? At that point, all I could do was laugh at how absurd it all was. It's always the twisted ones that are the most handsome. You know, you're not. I feel like no. When it comes to a lot of media like this, or in like just in general, a lot of media that as again, not to stereotype the crazies, right? But the yanderes or the yangiris in general, yeah, they tend to be very good looking, but they're gonna go stabby on you or anything else similar. Okay. No, and it makes me think back to this previous summer, because again, he was on rate up. I didn't pull for him. I should have maybe, but it wasn't in the cards. Summer really drained me. What was it again? I managed to get a copy of Lady Avalon and Summer Scotty. But on the main account, we didn't get, what is it, I'm trying to remember. Summer Ibuki. That was for my alt account. I managed to get it to MP4 and I think, a copy of Scotty and a copy of Lady Avalon, which is more than fine.
What? He just took your contract from you?
Thinking back on it now, I shouldn't be surprised considering just how powerful a god he is. I just didn't really get how powerful until he was using that power on me. Then to top it all off, he went and summoned a few more servants all on his own. I don't know if he figured out by studying Ashvahaman or the disciple told him, but I guess it doesn't matter. The point is, once he had more servants on his side, I knew I had zero chance of taking Ashvahaman back. I got the impression that Ashvahaman used to be your servant based on your earlier conversation. What I really want to know is, what happened after that? After that, I ran away as fast as my legs could carry me, of course. I didn't want to die for nothing, after all. That's really all it comes down to with me. But don't you critters have a duty to grow your lost belts? Isn't that how you are supposed to determine which one is truly worthy to rule? Well, sure, but with this India, or rather, with Arjuna there, that's just not going to happen. Honestly, I knew it was pointless almost as soon as I got here. Easy to say this world is a dead end, and nothing I can do about that. Don't remind you? Yeah, no worries. Like, I don't want to remind myself either. Oh my goodness. It took I practically was I think 3 temples away from hitting pity just to get Scotty Summer. Like, I might as well just have hit pity at that point. Yeah, that was all painful. I have a funny story about that too. Oh no. Not to mention the other, like I said, my other accounts as well. Like I said, I struggled to get this account. Like I said, I just took a gamble and did some multis towards the very end because we tried to go for Lady Avalon on this account because again, I feel like Lady Avalon they could benefit from more so than Scotty. But again, they managed to get their hands on Scotty, so it's like I'll make do with that. Plus, this account technically has I'm trying to remember what's their name. What's the name again? Damn it, I forget their name. Van Gogh. Yes, this account has Van Gogh, which is funny because again, I should be putting Van Gogh to use, but I don't. It's because again, the lack of skills, you being at max level, and among other things as well. And plus, our new Summer Scotty isn't exact, top tier notch. At least not yet, anyways. So I gave up on my responsibilities to grow this world's tree of enemies. I mean, who cares who the king of the world is if you're not alive to see it? To your story, I probably already figured out that my loss was a lost cause. In David's case, I'm not sure. I wish he would show at least a little interest in it, but oh well. Oh, that reminds me, I heard you had run-ins with Kadog, Ophelia, and Akuta. Well, if you're not going to make this personal, I won't either. Besides, I can't go around avenging my comrades or talking about Cryptid's pride with things as they are right, as with things as they are right now, can I?
So you're refusing to comment on the critters, is that it? And as long as we don't bring up the critters ourselves, you won't oppose us as one. Is that what you're saying?
Take it however you like, but just know that Terrell spared Kadok and buried Ophelia. Well, that's more than enough reason for me to want to avoid fighting her if I can.
I noticed you didn't mention Akuta Hinako there. What about her?
Oh, Akuta's a special case. I mean, she wasn't even human, right? She was never on anyone's side but her own to begin with, so I don't see any reason to avenge her.
You knew Akuta Hinako was a true ancestor?
Akuta did a good job of keeping her cards close to her chest, but I always had a good nose for that sort of thing. I knew the instant I arrived at Caldea she wasn't actually human.
What did you mean when you said this world is a dead end?
Oh yes, that's the last thing I need to tell you about. Arjuna uses his power to destroy and recreate the world over and over, cycling it through periods called yagas. I'll spare you the details for now, but while they're similar in some ways to India's original conception of yugas, they ultimately diverge pretty widely. We have a couple of problems. First, he's gradually going through the yugas faster and faster. Then there's one of the things he does as he completes each cycle.
Something he does when he remakes heaven and earth in between yuga cycles? We have already been informed about something along those lines, namely the judgment Asha told us about. I can infer what that judgment entails, thanks to her telling us it involves everyone dying and coming back to life. But of course, now is not the time for speculation.
After everything I've done to try to get Avalon, I didn't pull for anything else until Arjuna Alter came back a few days ago, I believe. For the hell of it, I pulled, and after 3 draws, MP4. Nice! Congrats on MP4, got Arjuna. Oh yeah, that's right, I completely forgot that he came back. I could have bumped up his MP level, not on this account, but another account, but no. Again, here's not the time nor the place for these kind of things. Yeah. Not me trying to raise all the accounts across the boards. But I feel like from here on out, I guess I'll probably just focus on the summer banners. Just save for summer banners, because that's where we get good core units. Plus, they're heavily resistant to a lot of things. And they tend to be broken as heck. Not to say that the servants in between won't be broken. Like the upcoming, Lost Spell 7 servant. I'm trying to remember the name. The alt version of, I think, Quetzalcoatl. I know they're pretty broken as well, but we'll see. We'll see. The time, though, let's continue. Aw, why not? I'd love to see you. I'd love to get to see you speculating in person, Bones.
Hard as it may be to believe, coming from me. I have no intention of interrupting someone else's explanation of a thorny riddle with my own half-baked theories.
Well, if you already know that much, it would probably be faster to see it for yourselves then anyway. Hi, it's me, Da Vinci, the beautiful genius who's been forced to keep her mouth shut and listen, despite just itching to jump in all this fascinating discussion. Our reality space observation results have finally stabilized, so we can emerge from our zero sail now. The longer we stay submerged, the more chance we have of something going wrong, so while I hate to cut Peppercino's explanation off, I really think we should head back to reality space now, especially for our own. What do you say, Gordy?
Alright, then go ahead. But I want our security to remain airtight, and make damn sure we resurface inside the Lost Spell. Got it?
Got it. Would it be safe for us to go back outside after we emerge? Oh sure, the rules about the Yuga cycle are 100% absolute, so I can promise you Arjuna won't try anything now that we just started a new one. Though when it comes to other dangers, I can't make any guarantees. I mean, I just don't know, you know? We can't let the mere possibility of danger hold us back. We may not be able to do anything about that cataclysm yet. I think it's Fakego's way of apologizing to me. No, you're damn right to, have that apology. Although I wonder when I'm going to get FGO's apology for my account. Because again, like I said, that was brutal how much it cost me to get one copy, just literally one copy of Summer Scotty. And they didn't leave me enough to even try to pull for a Summer Ibuki. I would've. And who knows, I may try next year, but we'll see. Because next year I'm probably more inclined to go for Rule or Melusine if anything else. But we'll see how things go. We'll just have to assume we will be able to handle any other threats we run into. Neza and Karna may be gone now, but you still have Mosh, myself, and Ganesha, the Divine Spirit. Yeah, I guess so. Are you alright? Sorry for being so down in the dumps. I'm okay now, I promise. I know I still have my Ganesha duties to fulfill. Besides, did you hear what Karna said? He asked me to take care of you for him. Can you believe that? A super great hero like Karna asking a loser like me for help? How does that work? Still, I don't think he'd have said that if he hadn't needed my help. So that must mean he thought I was up to it, that he trusted me as a fellow servant. So I figure I may be a loser, but I can still do my very losery best. If Karna's gonna put his trust in me, I might as well see if he saw something I didn't. Just don't expect me to be much help. Okay, I won't. Glad to have you with us. I'll come along and help too, of course. Besides, it's easier to explain things when you're seeing them in person. Is that alright with you, Terrell and Mosh? Absolutely. Thank you very much, Pepe.
Hold it! What do you think you're doing, Peppercino? Have you forgotten you're a prisoner?
But the border won't be leaving this hospital until Terrell finishes what she came here to do, right? So how could I possibly get away on my own? Besides, helping all of you is the surest way to help me survive too. Not to mention that Mashi just looks so adorable after all this time. But I can't help but want to support her anyway, you know. I see. Thank you. Of course, if you insist on keeping me here, well, I can't blame you for that. But are you sure it's a good idea?
A good idea? Don't be preposterous. Of course I'm sure it's... No, wait, hang on. What if...
Oh my, he's gone so pale. Scared of keeping an unknown element like me here in the heart of their operations. God, he's so easy to read.
I could have moments encounter restrain him. What if we spider a bomb inside his body? There's something frightening about him that reminds me of a mercenary. He may have said he only wants to survive, but he's obviously not the least bit frightened about dying. I could easily see him blow himself up and taking us all out with him. So then the safest option would be... All right, I suppose. It would be inhumane. It would be the humane thing to do. Very well, then. Just this once, I'll grant you special permission to accommodate Terrell. But be warned, this permission is contingent on you obeying every order we give you. Without question, refuse and I won't hesitate to take whatever measures I deem necessary. Is that clear?
Okay, that's fair. If I die, I die. It works for me. Okay then, let's get going. Shadow border preparing to emerge. Everyone hold on tight. As soon as we are safely back to space reality, let's go see what this newly remade world is like. Aw man, and here I thought we'd make it so much further in, but I'd say at most we have another half hour to stream before I have to end, because like I gotta do other things too here too. Like eat for once. No, I do eat, don't worry. Like eat for once. Oh, we haven't really made a dent in them. It's okay. Well, at least we made it to section 7. I'm hoping, like I said, we can make it through all of this and maybe enter section 8. Well, maybe not. Return of Paradise, Shape of Evil to be cut off. Oof. Okay. I don't know if I want to pull for that event that's coming up soon. Are you? Oh, you mean the event that's... Oh, the Nobu event. So, from what I've been reading, I heard the servant's fairly good. Like, you know, above average good. But again, it's not like, again... Back then, in the days, I would say, yeah, I'm out to collect every servant, at least to MP2. Now, I'm kind of like, on the fence, like, no. And again, nothing is forcing me to sustain every account. But in order for me to play every account, you know, decently, I gotta make sure that they have, like, enough funding set aside for them so they could summon something decent. Well, like I said, it's not a must-have, but it's a nice little thought. So I probably won't summon myself. Maybe... Well, I'll look over their stats one more time. Maybe just for my main account. But, like, I'm leaning more so towards no now. Like, ever since the beginning with the Nobu events, I only went for, what is it, Okita? And I think that's it, and the captain. I didn't even get Alter Nobu as well, either, for that matter. Or, actually, no, I know, now that I think about it, I did get, Alter, what is it? Okita. I think that's it, but just MP1, or I think it might be MP2, I don't remember. But ever since then, after that, like, I haven't gone for any other Nobu servants. Which, I mean, it's fine. I'm okay with that. I mean, they're all these, like, they're hit or miss servants, I'd say. Not all of them are bad. But I'd say they're not game-breaking busters, either. Not like, you know, like the summer servants that we recently got, I'd say. Heavy-duty supports or heavy crit-duty damage dealers like, Summer Ibuki. Like I said, but personally for me, I'll skip it. I know other people will be going because again, people who play for the Nobu events and like the Nobu events characters, and they're not bad. If you want to collect, that's fine. So continuing on, I've experienced the Kali ending several times after Ashvahaman was. Oh wait, I think this is I've experienced the Kali Yuga experience ending several times after Ashvahaman was taken from me. I felt the light of creation wrapping me in a tight embrace, just as powerless to do anything as the people absorbed in their worthless prayers. As long as the god of this world doesn't consider you defective, at least there's no pain. You don't feel it. The light just keeps getting brighter, blinding you, and even numbing you to the passage of time. Then, oh wait, I think this is Pepe that's talking. The next thing you know, you're right back where you started, only everything around you has been changed. I don't know what the locals make of that experience, but it was awful enough to almost make me vomit. I'd rather stick my head inside a festering dead body or kiss a pile of excrement from a prison cell without plumbing. Those options might be revolting, but at least I wouldn't have to be so frightened. So while I hate to admit it, when that light finally subsided, I found myself standing there. I would be relieved that I had avoided being taken away. But it was never long after that my relief turned to worry, to the point that I could barely think straight. I just got lucky this time. What about the next time? Or the time after that? So in retrospect, it was inevitable that I would take action like this sooner or later. This time I managed to avoid the light by escaping to the reverse side of the world, so I thought I might feel differently now, but surprisingly, nothing changed. Upon laying my eyes on the new world this cycle, I felt the same thing as always: loathing and discomfort. To use more contemporary slang, I just can't even with this world. I guess God bothers me so much more than I expected. In many ways, it's a perfect world. And yet... Damn it, I skipped that dialogue right there. Dang it, I didn't get to read it. Where are we now? Hold on. Clicking through here. Give me a second. One second. Oh. The air smells sweet. There's water and flowers everywhere you look, and there's a calm and gentle breeze. What is this place? Want to know what the most surprising part is? You're standing in almost the same spot that the zero sail from. That we zero sail from. Our location didn't change. The entire rest of the world did. Thankfully, there are no hostilities in the immediate area. Let's begin by paying another visit to the town of Bichu. Is something wrong, Pepe? You look kind of angry. What's that? You're jealous of how soft and smooth my skin is? Why, it's all in the Akepon. Unlike Miss Never-Changing Akuta, I actually had to work to make sure I look this good. Go on, feel how supple my cheeks are for yourself. They're my pride and joy, you know. Then that's okay. Oh, silly, there's no need to be shy. But anywho, who's going to visit the town? Damn it, I messed up right there. But anywho, going to visit that town next sounds just dandy. The topography and plant life changes that come with the new Yuga are all surface level details. The thing that changed the most after what Arjuna did will have been the people. Okay, let's go check out the town. Understood. Make sure to keep the border's location in mind of all times from now on, Taro. I don't want us to ever have to run for our lives like that. Again, if you can help it. Yeah, me either. What in the... Woo, woo, woo! There's not a single break out of place now. In fact, this is exactly what the town looked like when I first came to this world. I can't believe it. It's like the colony never attacked it at all. What in the world's going on? Then there's the people going about their lives here. They look happy now. They're practically beaming. Great, look who it is. Goodness, you're all okay. This is a wonderful news, just wonderful. This truly must be God's will. All is right with the world once again. Oh no, that isn't quite right, is it? First I owe you all an apology. No matter how dire the circumstances were at the time, I should never have spoken to you like that. I know it won't be enough to truly make amends, but I'll be including all of you in my prayers from now on. I do ask that you please not hold what I said against the people of this lovely town. Yesterday he wanted to run us out of town, and now he's all happy to see us? Foo-foo! Even Faustina's looking up to him. Didn't you say we were godless heretics? You wanted nothing to do with it? Don't be ridiculous. The fact that you're here now is proof that you overcome the last year's difficulties with us. That makes you all one of us now. You are friends, our family. And not only that, today is the blessed first day of the Kruta Yuga, the Yuga of Peace. Are you hungry? If you like, you're welcome to come and eat with me at my mansion. Or would you prefer some fine ornaments for the young ladies? We also have plenty of beautiful flowers. We kind of wanted to explore the town, so... I see. Well, that's a pity. I was hoping to introduce you to the rest of the townspeople. Oh, by the way, the mansion over there is my house. I'm afraid it ended up that big on account of my being the mayor. It's very embarrassing living somewhere as ostentatious as that, but it's not without meaning. Please feel free to come visit whenever you have the time. You'll always be welcome in my home. Good day, then. You don't say. What in the heck? I've never seen someone go from jerkwad to sweetheart in no time like that. Flat like that. He seemed elated. It's probably because Kruta Yuga is the Yuga of happiness. Tends to make most of the locals friendly and kind-hearted. Though of course I'm sure there are exceptions. Speaking of, you guys again. Oh, Master, it's Ajayi. He doesn't seem any different now than he did before. I'm not judging either way. I'm surprised how simply hearing him flick his tongue again has made me feel so relieved. And then there's... it's you guys. This is such a surprise. So you made it to the new Yuga, huh? That's great. Yes, it wasn't easy, but we did make it. I'm glad to see you're okay too, Asha. I sure am. I prayed extra hard so I didn't get hurt at all. I see, that's wonderful. Well, but speaking of hurt, is your dog, Vihan okay? He hurt his leg before the Kali Yuga, right? I don't see him with you. Huh? Who's Vihan? No. That hurts. That hurts. Look again, I'll be the first one to say right now. Yeah, I'm not fond of dogs, but even I would cry for them if they were to, pass along like that. At any rate, though, let's see what we got next. Our first battle. Sight beyond sight. Let's see, what are we facing here? Manageable enemies. I'll let her handle it. Matthew this time around. I'd say... No, why am I doing with Steve? I need to go back to the reverse. Right here. There we go. Sea stars for days. I should probably switch Summer Scotty over for someone else, but it's fine. We'll have to do. Alright, it should be safe to discuss things now that we've come this far. What is the meaning of this? This world runs on the Yuga cycle, but needless to say, these aren't proper Yugas. Every Yokta Yuga, or Saya Yuga, depending on who you ask, is supposed to last for 800 years. Then the Treta Yuga is supposed to last for 3600 years. The Vapara Yuga for 2400. And the Kali Yuga for 1200. And on top of that, these are in God years, where each one is equivalent to 360 human years. Suffice to say, we're talking about a really long cycle. Whereas in this world, it would seem only the ratios have been preserved, given that each yuga is apparently 4, 3, 2, and 1 day long respectively. That's right. The people I've talked to here said things weren't always like this. It used to be that the Yuga cycle lasted for hundreds of years, or maybe even longer. So, that is what this world was like immediately after it was pruned away and became lost now. Right, I'm sure the period where Kali would show up had to have been forcibly longer back then. But I'd also bet they showed up much less frequently than they do now. Otherwise, the people here would have gone extinct long ago. But over time, the cycle got shorter and shorter. Now it only lasts 10 days. I have to think that drastically shortened life cycle is why there are so many more Kali now. They used to only be left out a bit at a time, but now the floodgates have been opened, so to speak. Why did Ardent shorten the Yuga cycle so much? Part of it is thanks to that disciple pouring poison in his ear, like I said earlier. And part of it is that the Tree of Emptiness has given him power he didn't have before that lets him do so. Yes, I know that only addresses the how, not the why. I'm getting to that. I think the reason he sped things up so much is to reach whatever end he has in mind for all this that much faster. In short, it looks like he's on a rush to create his perfect world. What do you mean by that? Okay, now I can finally answer the question that's been plaguing all of you. What exactly happened earlier? The answer is that it's something unique Arjuna does, something that isn't meant to happen in a normal Yuga. Whenever one of these shortened Yuga cycles comes to an end, he purges everything he considers defective and unnecessary from this world. He believes that by repeating that process over and over, he'll eventually arrive at a perfect world, devoid of anything it shouldn't have, or, as he thinks of it, evil. Damn, that's one hell of a destination. I see. So this purging must include living things, not just inanimate objects. Right, and as far as I can tell, when a living thing is purged, it's like it never existed. So that's what happened to the poor dog that couldn't run after breaking its leg. I can't believe it. Asha loved that dog more than anything, and now she doesn't even remember him. Yeah, that's harsh. It happens to anyone who's unlucky enough to be killed by a Kali too. That's a sort of disqualifying offense. Same goes for people who end up as social pariahs, or if Arjuna himself ends up judging you to be flawed. When the next Yuga rolls around, that they just cease to exist. It might sound contradictory, but I think Arjuna adjusts for things like that whenever he makes the world. I see. That would explain how continuity and discontinuity can exist simultaneously in a new Yuga. For example, Ashta may have completely forgotten her beloved dog, but she still remembers all of you. But how does such a thing even work? I'm not entirely sure myself, but I can tell you what that blabbermouth disciple of foreign gods said. He said Arjuna collects every bit of data that makes up the world whenever he blows it away, kind of like a snapshot. Then when it's time to begin a new Kruta Yuga, he uses that data, he calls it Snapshot 8, to reassemble the world. As he puts everything back together, he removes all the elements he deemed defective and unnecessary. And in the end, he has a new world based on a Snapshot A, but reflecting the changes he's made. Oh, I get it. He's a cheater. He's basically hacking his saved data, changing the parameters to suit his preferences before reloading it. Cheaters. The scum of gamers everywhere. Don't they know hacking takes all the fun out of it? He's not doing this to have fun. All he cares about is making what he considers to be a perfect world. A world consisting only of what is truly necessary, with nothing wasted or evil to be found. Aha, now I know what genre he's playing too. He's into 4X games. I mean, he could be. What are those? A 4X game is a simulation where the player just sets the initial parameters and then the world sort of plays out from there. And if you're the cheater, if something happens in your sim that you don't like, say an enemy nation takes you by surprise and invades you, you save your game, hack your data, and reload, and it's like the enemy nation that was bothering you never existed. That's the kind of thing we're talking about here, right? I just do that and over and until he wins, right? I swear, what's the point of even playing if you're just gonna cheat to win? Death to cheaters, that's what I say. Now I get what's going on. Think. Video game analogies aside, if that's true, it sounds like Arjuna isn't remaking the world from scratch every time he resets the cycle then. Instead, he's basically treating the world like a model, adding new parts and removing old ones.
Something went wrong.
Oh, what the
Please
heck?
try again.
Oh, what the heck? I hope that wasn't picked up.
You guys heard that? Yeah, you probably know what that was. That was slight embarrassing if I do say so. Any rate, though, and it would stand to reason that, strictly speaking, people here may not be dying and being brought back to life. Yeah, it seems more like that everything down to their souls is being saved as data, and that their memories are being modified when they're put back into the new world. And if that's the case, we're talking about a much smaller scale feat than creating the entire universe from nothing. Okay, so you did hear Dayhawk. No, unfortunately, it wasn't that. It was my iPhone. So it was the other one. I'm not gonna say their name, obviously, because then they're gonna talk again. I don't think I even said it, but maybe, like, I said something that sounded close to it. It's still a big freaking deal, don't get me wrong. But if Arjun has got every Indian divinity and support from the Tree of Entities, it's theoretically possible. I'm getting to see the larger picture. There is something about this lost spell that is almost reminiscent of singularity. The Russian, Scandinavian, and Chinese lost spells we've seen so far were all a result of a world where some definitive event happened in their respective past to dramatically change the course of history. But this Indian lost spell is still in the middle of its definitive event. Here, its scheme is continuing trying to evolve this world by regularly recreating it with parameters that would be unthinkable in proper human history. While he has yet to reach his goal of a perfected world, I suspect the reason this world was pruned is that the very act of trying to change it in such a manner was considered a mistake. What is it, Director Godolph? If you have any questions, please go right ahead.
Do you ever shut up? I don't mind you explaining things, but I insist you do so concisely in a report I can read at my leisure. You just gave me flashbacks to one of my teachers in my clock tower days, who had lectured me for what felt like days on end. Who cares if the people here are technically dying or not, when this world is remade? The part of that actually matters is that we will die if we get caught in that.
I suppose you do have a point.
Of course I do. Now then, I say we pivot the discussion to more practical matters. Namely, how do we stay safe? And what is our next course of action? You there, Peppuccino. It's only by my good graces that you're running around outside instead of being confined in the borders under lock and key. Now repay that favor by telling us something we can use, damn it!
Something you can use? Well, I guess I can think of one thing. Pulling off a feat that massive takes a lot of out of Arjuna, so he isn't able to move around much. And I don't just mean that long stretch of time at the end of the Kali Yuga, when he charges up that noble phantasm. I'm pretty sure that unlike most servants, he doesn't do much of anything the rest of the time either. I guess he just doesn't have access to the energy he would need to do more than ride the Vimana of his. I think that's how he spends most of his time, just riding around the tree emptiness on his Vimana. Of course, he might look like he's spacing out up there, but I'm sure he's actually keeping a close eye out for the next bit of evil to purge. It's probably got something to do with containing so many power divinities within him. It would also explain why he's also so devoid of personality. But then, isn't that exactly why he would need other servants to handle other things for him? Ashvaham did say something about that, didn't he? Yeah, he did. I think he called himself a Lokapala? Lokapala. In the original Indian mythology, Lokapala were said to protect the world. They were the guardians of all directions. Though I don't know what that could mean. We know who their Neza is now, but who are the other two servants? I'm afraid I don't know. I was already on the outs with Arjuna when he got around to summoning them. By the time he just considered me an outsider, he didn't need to worry about those since I'm as for Hama's former master, he didn't tell his servants to eliminate me if they didn't happen to see me. Suffice to say, I have no idea what their true names are, though I get the feeling they're an archer and a caster. I think I can make an educated guess, but there's no point in speculating at this point. We need solid info. But this seems like a good time to tell you that those servants are not the only enemies we face here. There are also the sacred beasts, the mythical creatures that people here refer to as agents of God. Oh, those? They're primitive guardian beasts Arjun made to counterattack the Kali. They manifest naturally. And since there are almost no Kali during the peaceful Kata Yuga, the beasts are supposed to just wander around like normal animals. Holmes, what did you mean by this seems like a good time? I suspect the answer to that, and your next immediate course of action will be clear to you soon enough. Sacred beast! I guess that means Arjun really doesn't want us here then. So of course they're going to attack us on sight now, just like the Kali. You said these beasts wander around just like ordinary animals, yes? Then we clearly can't let our guard down just because it's Kuta Yuga now. Still, I don't know if it's the sunshine or what, but my body feels lighter now. Things shouldn't take long. Yeah, I'll show you guys how well I can hold my own in a fight. Or at least I hope I'll be able to. I think we might have to end after this battle. If only because, like I said, it's getting close to the time, man. I want to eat. Make time to eat, and then, like, off stream, I'll finish things on my own. And make sure, like, because again, I'm not sure we're having a server maintenance, but if we are, within the next hour or so, I want to, you know, like I said, make time for that too. What the heck is that? Okay, that's interesting. Oh, that's why we probably won't do as much damage, huh? That's why I gotta go ham from the get-go. Oh damn, that thing's huge. Okay, nice, we got a buster card over there, I see it. Okay, we have sea stars as well. This should be good. I don't think the one on the far left should survive. They should fall in battle too. Morgan. Like I said, we made some small progress, but I'd like to make more progress as well. If there's no maintenance, we may come back for just a little bit. But just a little bit. I say that, but it's really hard to say too. I'd also like to do like just a mini stream, even if just a French learning, but I feel like that would also be in poor taste as well. That I'd allotted more time for them. It's because, like I said, I have my priorities all over the place. Like I said, we're done, so what time is any, huh? Oh, damn it, no battles for this next one. Fine, I'm hoping the dialogue doesn't take too long.
I'm hoping, like I said, I'm hoping. It probably will, though.
Okay, now that we've gone over how things generally work in this lost spell, what do you think of it?
I mean, that sucks. Not the dog, I mean, like, you know, the poor little doggy was erased from her memories. And just because he got hurt. I don't like it.
Me neither. Asha and Bihan looked to me like they were the best of friends. They were like family. And I'm positive they had nothing to... that had nothing to do with how well Bihan could or couldn't run. It didn't matter how well he could hunt or stand guard either. As far as Asha was concerned, she just loved him and wanted him to stay by her side.
Oh.
So if the god of this world just erased their relationship for his own reasons, what happens to all the love she had for him? All the happiness she felt when they were together? Where does it go?
You said it.
Woo-hoo! Amazing. The same girl who used to resemble nothing so much as a living doll, expounding on love.
Indeed.
Oh, this is just precious. I think I'm going to cry. Although I wonder what Barrow would say if he saw this new mosh.
Allow me to offer some criticism of this world from a different perspective. I'm sure it's been some time since a calendar meant anything in this world, but for the purpose of our discussion, let's say the year here is 2021. As I'm sure you're aware from visiting the nearby town, civilization here has not advanced anything like as far as in proper human history. That is not to say I only value post-industrial age advances, or that I have no appreciation for a life in harmony with nature. I assure you, neither is true. I am merely saying that civilization as a whole has clearly not progressed here when compared to proper human history. That aspect alone is enough for me to declare this world a far cry from anything approaching the ideal. The marches of civilization have stalled here just like in the Chinese lost spell, albeit for very different reasons.
And it hardly needs saying, but I don't like the way this god does things either. She just get permabanned, that's what I say. On another note, is everything okay, Rama? Something on your mind?
I just realized something. Arjuna has obtained every Indian divinity in this lost belt history, right?
Then that would mean Sita is one of them.
Really?
Just as I am an avatar of Vishnu, Sita is an avatar of Vishnu's consort, Lakshmi. Of course that doesn't mean they are one and the same, but they're certainly close enough. So then, what should I do? What else? I have to save her. That is who I am. It's my very reason for existing. So love is your main motivator for defeating Arjuna. Well, that's just beautiful. What do you think of Arjuna, Pepe? Me? It's like I said. I thought he and this world were a dead end the moment I met him. Can't get much further from my type than this version of Arjuna. He might be a pretty face, but that soul of his is just ugly as sin. Master, there may not be any need for me to say this, but please let me say it again anyway. Pepe is a good person. I believe we can trust him, and I think we should work together with him on this.
I think so too.
Oh, that's sweet. Thank you too.
Nonetheless, the fact remains that you are a cryptid. And are you truly about to let your sign lost will be destroyed? What will you say to the others?
Why, I'll just say I did my best, but it wasn't good enough. Oopsie. I don't want to get on their bad side either. I'm just going to go with the flow here.
Well, I trust you even less now. If you're so easygoing, why did you join the cryptids in the first place? You could have just turned them down from the start.
Well, that was a cruel thing to say.
Uh-huh?
Circumstantial change confirmed. A proposal for you chosen ones, and offered for those of you who were cast aside. If you desire acclamation, then choose rebirth. If you desire indolence, then choose eternal sleep. It makes no difference to a god.
I didn't want to have to tell you this, but we didn't have any choice. Thawing the coffins might not sound like a big deal, but it's basically like recovering dead bodies. We were all dead in there. We're never going to wake up from that darkness. But then the foreign god came and told us, you may live on as a crypto or die as a master. And that was that. Honestly, I still don't know who or what this foreign god is. Kirstari seems like he does, but he's not one to talk. All I know is, in exchange for given new life, we were to be thrown all out into this newly wiped clean world, and put in charge of growing our respective lost spells tree of emptiness. Of course, I know we betrayed all of mankind when we chose to leave our coffins as cryptors, so I'm not under any illusion that we're the real victims here. I'll even admit that I thought this game to see what. Wait, what? Hold on. I'll even admit that I thought this game to see who'll get to be king of the world sounded fun. Whatever will be, you know. If an old monk friend of mine were here now, he'd probably say something like, "You guys were just unlucky." Still, there's nothing to be gained from cursing your fate, and besides, I was already getting bored with it. So I'm just going to do the very best I can, and try not to throw my life away for nothing. I'm not going to sell out my fellow cryptors, and I have no desire to fight all of you to the death either. And since that works out for the both of us, isn't that good enough for now? Then does that mean nobody on Team A willingly chose to side with a foreign god? I don't know about all of us, but me, Kadak, and Ophelia sure didn't. But wait, I guess Ophelia is an exception. She swore to become a crypto for her own, very personal reasons. Then please just tell me one thing. Where does the name Cryptors come from? Is it a code name for something? Did the foreign god give it to you? No way, you're really bringing that up now? Oh right, I just remembered. You never knew this, did you, Mashi? Now it all makes sense. The name Cryptors comes from Director Marsberry. It was a title he gave to the special masters who were chosen for Team A. Whoa, damn, lore drop. Anywho, let's talk about how exactly we can go about beating Arjuna. Cause I'll be honest, I've got nothing. This is no laughing matter. He even shrugged off my noble phantasm like it was nothing. Although now I understand why. It's because his very divine existence is just that strong. There's no trick or even magecraft involved. It's just what he is, plain and simple. Jeez, so even if he cheats just by existing, how in the world are we going to beat him then? Honestly, you're in much worse shape to fight him now than Carney's out of the picture. Now that Carney's out of the picture, I just don't see how Ganesha there could even fill his shoes, no matter how hard she tries. Hey, you don't have to rub it in. Believe me, I'm well aware. I'm not gonna be that mean. Maybe there's someone else who could help us. True, there could be well another rogue servant here. We could find them and win them over. It would be the fastest way to surest way of bolstering our ranks. That would be great, but it is a big if. What if there is anyone else around like Ganesha here? There's a good chance someone in town might know about them. Why don't we head back to Bishu again and see what we can find out? Sounds good to me. Then what are we waiting for? Like they say, no road is long with good company. And it's best to make hay while the sun shines. Hee! Don't worry about the thing. I'll make sure we never run out of things to talk about on the way. I can't say that was actually a concern. We didn't have any choice. That's right, I'd forgotten that. Everyone had their reasons for making the choices they did. That's why things ended up like this. Kadok, Ophelia from Shalom, Akutahino, and Peppercino Alfredo, Wood Dime, Barrel Gut, and Day Bit. Nice people, not so nice people. People who were interested in me, people who weren't interested in me. I know everyone on Team A, I'd forgotten I knew that. I only just remembered that they were also people who live in Chaldea.
Oh, Mosh. Peppercino.
That's why right now, If I was stronger, maybe I wouldn't be feeling so conflicted right now. If only I was a perfect demi-servant, then...
Something wrong?
Oh, sorry, it's nothing. It looks like we were almost there. I already have an idea for who we can talk to first. It would be great if she knows something.
Oh, damn, this dialogue thing is gonna keep going.
Other gods? I guess you haven't heard anything then. Maybe just using the word god isn't the best way to go about it. It might be better to take a different approach. We're looking for someone who is very much out of place in this world. In other words, someone who finds this place as wrong as we do. If someone like that exists, they'd probably be out fighting Kali regardless of what Yuga it is. So the question we should be asking is... Hey little miss, let me put it to you this way. Have you heard any rumors about naughty heretics who don't obey your god's teachings? Oh, besides us, of course. Well, I think the mayor would probably know something about that.
The mayor?
Well, I wouldn't call them bad exactly. Everything alive in this world is God's creations after all. But I would say they're just a bit too focused on the wrong things, unfortunately. Nonetheless, yes, I have heard there are people like that, in the village on the other side of the mountain. I'm told they spend most of their time taking up weapons and fighting the Kali, in defiance of the god's teachings. They started to do things differently than we do in Bishu, where we accept God's trials with piety and grace. But I suppose that is just the way they choose to live their lives.
I mean, I wouldn't want to risk it dying either, though.
Still a bit shocking how much more amicable he is now compared to when we first met him. But at any rate, this is great. Now we have a promised lead. Let's head for this village right now, Master. Sounds good to me, but just be aware that you might not be able to get there by nightfall. I think it's best that we don't move around too much in the middle of the night, so if you find a good place to make camp, don't be shy about doing just that, okay? Don't worry about that. I hate going at forced march. If I had to go hiking, just make sure to take it nice and slow. As long as I'm around, I won't be letting anyone push themselves too hard, not even if they want to. That's not something you should be entirely proud of.
But by the same token, I shouldn't be pushing myself either. Ooh! Ow, 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 ow.
Oh, damn it. As much as I want to continue with the dialogue, this is where we have to stop, because again, like I said, I'm squared for time, and if I don't eat now, like I said, and we'll be able to come back in time to finish things off screen. So with that being said, oh, damn. Sorry. This is your host, Lord Valderox, wishing you all a good day, good night, good morning, good afternoon, or whichever do does apply to you. And I'll see you all in the next stream, which, like I said, if we don't have a maintenance, we may or may not come back, but we'll see, though. And we may continue with Fate, or we might just do even just a little bit of Lingo Deer. We'll see. Anyways, though, everyone, do take care. Bye for now.